This is SandStorm. This is SandStorm. This is SandStorm.
And you and I, there's a new land. Angels fly, the sanctuary, my sanctuary, where fears and lies melt away. What's left of me? What's left of me now? I watch you fast asleep. All I fear means nothing. And you and I, there's a new land. Angels fly, the sanctuary, my sanctuary, where fears and lies melt away. What's left of me? What's left of me? This fight I won't sleep. My heart's a battleground. As much losing. We're one with that much Gabrina. As much losing. And you show me how to see that nothing is whole and nothing is broken. And you and I, there's a new land.
Connect yourself with the word so you're always online. Sonic can run fast with my lord, it's always on time. I was doing the word, but only to check off the list. My lord didn't do me like that, so why would I do him like this? It's time to push his agenda, even if the odds are stacked. Because he makes a way out of no way and he's got my back. You feel the pressure, huh? That ain't even enough. We fall down, but now it's time to level up.
It's not working. There we go. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are here for another beautiful Saturday. I got my main people with me, co-host in the building. Trey Vito, how you doing today, man?
I'm good. How is everybody?
Doing great, sir. Doing great, sir. And then we got the main man, Geronimo. How you doing, Geronimo?
Good, man. I'm good. Glad to be here. Sorry for my absence last weekend. Got caught up with some other stuff, but all good. And here to rock out.
All right. Yeah, it's a beautiful Saturday. Some unfortunate events happened today. My team lost. But actually, this is probably one of the few times that I actually wanted my team to lose, not win the whole thing. I would have wanted them to win this one and maybe lose the next one, but I kind of prefer them to lose out. And the only reason why I say that is because every time Michigan State is in a first seed position, they always lose to the 15th seed person. Every time I've seen it, like, and I'm so happy, like, oh, they're in the first seed, they're gonna get it. And every single time, first round, they fall short. So, so I say all that to say is we'll be ready. We'll be ready for the NCAA. We'll do a lot better. It's unfortunate, but it happens. On a good note, Tennessee beat Auburn. I'm happy for that.
March Madness rolls on.
Yeah. So, with that being said, welcome everyone. Glad you guys could all make it. Give a little shout out here. Welcome RJ. He was the first one in the building. Thank you for coming through, bro. Dark Boy holding it down. Jay Biggs, Exodia. Obviously, Geronimo is here too. So I know there'll be more people coming in as we talk and as the show goes on. You guys know how we do. Before we get started, you know what it is. We got to go ahead and pray in. And actually, instead of me praying in, I'm going to let Trey Vito pray us in this time.
So what? Oh, no, I ain't ready. Kind of occupied right now. Kind of putting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll go ahead and pray. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let's see if we can get our usual to pray. Stop.
Ooh.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, God, for this day. Thank you for all that you've done today. Thank you for everything that you have done. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 All right. So since we didn't see Geronimo last week, we'll do the usual. I had something a little more planned, but I'm gonna save that for. Actually, I really want to kind of save that for next week. So I think next week. What do we got? 2 weeks to April?
Yeah, it's like 2 weekends, and then
that following week.
That following week, yeah. And it'll
Okay.
be on that Wednesday, April 2nd.
Okay. So since we got 2 weekends, I'm gonna hold it for another weekend pause. So we'll do the usual icebreaker. What have you been playing lately? And we'll actually start with Geronimo. What have you been playing lately, man?
Man, it's more of the usuals right now. Well, of course, Monster Hunter Wilds has been out, and I've already blown through the story and everything, and all the high ranked monsters. So right now, just kind of I have a build set for my hammer, but I'm just been going through, I'm gonna get all the hammer type weapons in it, which is like the elemental ones and all that good stuff. So that'll be a
Okay.
fun little thing you do. Because typically now with Monster Hunter, when you do all the main stuff in the base game,
Mm-hmm.
there's not as much like, oh, you need to do this one, you need to do this one type like missions anymore. It's just kind of like, okay, that's the game. Now go, farm and min max to your desire. So that's kind of what I'm choosing to do. Choosing to get all the hammers. But then Marvel Rivals here and there, just kind of not as often as usual cause Monster Hunter, but I've been slipping in here or there. Um I'm actually considering hooking up the Wii U maybe this weekend.
Ooh, to
Check my
sneak in some Xenoblade.
Yeah, I just want to double check some of the the quests I never got to, and I'm gonna just keep a note of it and make sure I get to it in the definitive edition this coming week. So or
Okay.
next week, whichever. But yeah, that's all I've been playing lately, man. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, we're like 5 days away, aren't we?
We are. It actually hit me that like Nintendo, they started doing this last year sometime. Like all their games releasing on Thursdays instead of Fridays. And I was like reading something on Reddit, and someone was like, "Oh yeah, it's crazy. The game's coming out in a week," and I'm like, "It's Thursday." And I was like, "Oh, it is Thursday." So yeah, we're very close. We're very close. Closer than I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Time is moving by so fast. We're getting close to the actual time for the reveal, which is huge.
Yeah.
And then like we already knew that Xenoblade was like right around the corner from that, and like we're already like right there for Xenoblade, which is crazy.
Yeah, man, it's pretty awesome. Definitely like the last. I'm probably gonna keep playing that on the Switch too. Like as long as I can get one.
It's kind of weird though, right? Because it's like we've played it before, but it almost is like it's like the first time you saw Star Wars with the I think it was like the gold video, the like the golden version instead of like the original 1980s,
like the complete cut or something.
Yeah. Like, ooh, this is gonna be new, and it's like, you get a couple scenes.
Well, the game leaked because that's what happens. It gets dumped online. Everyone with an emulator can play, so that's happened, and that's for everyone in chat too. If you're looking forward to Xenoblade X Definitive Edition next week, it's leaked and it's out there, so be careful of spoilers. But I have heard that the story edition, without any details, I've heard the story edition seemed pretty substantial, so that's good.
That's great.
That's actually really good, and I'm very curious what the other guys have to say about it once they get through it eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's pretty much it, man. Like, it's coming in hot. It's coming in real close, real soon.
All right, so RJ says that he is playing Trials through Daybreak. Also tried out through Daybreak 2. Also tried out Zenless Zone Zero, which I have a love-hate kind of thing with the game. I'm interested, RJ, because Zenless Zone Zero is a free-to-play game, is it not? So, like, how does it play? Because I'm curious, but I'm not curious enough to look up any kind of gameplay. So how does it play? Because when I first saw it, it reminded me of like this was like somebody's take on like an Astral Chain style thing. But yeah, let me know. Dark Sunrider said Advance Wars on Switch and Call of Juarez Gunslinger on Xbox.
Oh. I played Call of Juarez on Switch, the Switch version, for the first time last year. It was one of my backlog games.
I actually like that game.
It's very arcadey. Yeah. I don't know what the story is about. If you ask me that, I cowboy stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
But the gameplay was a lot of fun, and the motion controls were really good on the Switch version too.
Because this original version, the Xbox stuff, that came out. I feel like that came out kind of in the area of like Gun and Red Dead Redemption.
I think so. Yeah, like, I feel like it was like in the middle of that generation, middle late.
Yeah. That I mean,
that's what I remember. I could be wrong. At least like early 2010s.
Yeah, we could definitely do for some more Western games. For
real.
Yeah, just different takes on them. No,
I think the latest big one has been Red Dead Redemption 2, and that's been a number of years. Yeah.
They snuck in that little supernatural one I forgot what it's called. I think it's like
Yeah, the Evil
I
West.
remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I always looked at that and thought it looked like a good time. I just, just kind of slipped past me.
It when I first saw it, I thought it was like the HD version of it's a PlayStation 2 game. I think it was exclusive too. Called Dark Watch. Yeah, where you were a cowboy or of some kind, and then you get bit by a vampire, and so you get you get vampiric abilities, but you got to stay out of the sun. And like some of the gameplay in that was unique. It was really fun though, first person type of deal, but really good game. But yeah, I thought that's what it was at first, and as they were going, I was like, oh no, this is not the same game.
It's not it. Interesting.
RJ said, I wonder why they started to release games on Thursday now. Actually, to be honest with you,
they started in 2020 actually.
I think so. I think.
Well, I guess all of them are on Thursdays now.
Yeah, I think the reason why that is though is because most people. Let me be honest with you. Most people is broke on Thursday, and most people either get paid on Wednesday or Friday, and so that kind of breaks up the line of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if a game came out on Thursday, this isn't just me imagining it. If the game came out on Thursday and you pre-ordered, the pre-order people would get their game on Thursday, which would leave all the rest of the games for Friday. So if you had the money and you could get in on time, you would be one of the ones to get it on Friday. Or the most of the people who was waiting, who didn't pre-order on Thursday, who got paid on Wednesday, would come in and get theirs, and then what was ever left for the Friday people would get it, or they would have to wait or wait for their game to come around the next Wednesday when they do inventory or whenever it is that they do inventory, and then it would be ready for them. So I think it's just kind of to break up everybody from buying it on a Friday, and then they'd be like, oh, it's already sold out because y'all just bought it that day. So yeah, I think that might be a reason.
It's weird though, because real quick, I just remember, I think it was a long time ago. I remember they used to release games on like Sundays and stuff, like in GameCube. I think
Tuesday was a day too.
Tuesday, Tuesday sounds. I think that might have been like 3DS or Wii U.
Yeah, I think was it Pokemon's that? I think it might have been Pokemon's that came out on Tuesdays.
That might be that might be it. Yeah. Before he did like the full worldwide releases.
Yeah. Dark Voice said he gets paid on Hey, lucky you. Getting paid on Monday.
Unlucky I get paid on Monday because I get paid.
I had a job where I got paid on Monday. That used to
I can imagine, because by Friday you broke.
Yeah.
Right. Got the budget like in a different way per the month or whatever. It's crazy.
And it was bi-weekly too, so that was even more.
Yeah, I have a bi-weekly right now. Like the 15th is usually fine, but depending on the month, that's when it gets a little weird.
Yeah. That's Dark Void said, I've been playing Castlevania on Switch on what's SOTN? I'm trying to get it.
Oh, Symphony of the Night.
Oh, Symphony of the Night. Oh,
playing Dark Void, you playing the OG or the that PS4 one they did? What that has I guess it's kind of like a remaster. It's like I think Symphony of the Night and the one.
Oh, the that came in the. Is it the one that came in the pack?
Yeah, it was like 2 of them, and it was like really cheap or something.
Yeah. J Big said, I'm trying to finish Echoes of Wisdom. Keep trying, man. Keep trying. Keep trying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've heard some people had kind of not bounce, but it's like so kind of conventionally different.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little stop and go. I've heard that a couple of times actually.
I'm glad I haven't picked it up yet. I may pick it up later in the Switch 2 life, actually, to be honest.
That's I'm fingers crossed. Because when I saw some of the performance, I was like, that's a little disappointing, but it seems inconsistent. I mean, not as prevalent, but I'll wait for the Switch 2 for sure.
Mm-hmm. Zenless Zone Zero has a great story with fun characters, great animation, neat combat, real talk picture, the MVC mechanics, Marvel vs. Capcom mechanics as a beat 'em up. Interesting. The biggest funds is free to play stuff, which kills everything. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I may check it out still though, because it's on the phone too. Zenless on Honkai Star
What
Rail
was it?
feels like a full 67 game cut to me, free to play. Zenless Zone Zero. It was something that got shown off like maybe 2 years ago, I think. And
Yeah.
it was, I don't know. I would even have a hard time explaining what the trailer looked like, but
Hyper anime.
yeah, basically.
Like super fluid. Yeah, a buddy of mine, he plays on PS5. It actually looks pretty cool. Like the action combat does look pretty cool, but I can definitely feel like I can agree with RJ what RJ says, because like I've had it like because my friend of mine he hyped me up enough about it last year where I downloaded it on my PS5. I don't know, just certain free to play games. I'm afraid of the slippery slope of, hey, you enjoyed that? Here's the DLC for $60 or something crazy like that. I don't know. So I never really started it, but it does look dope though.
Yeah, I think I'll try it out. I know it's on the cell phone, so maybe I'll just try it out there first.
Oh yeah.
Though it may kill it because that's like pure tap instead of button controls. But we'll see how that was. Yeah. I just said Nintendo started doing releases of the games on Thursday last year. Princess Peach and another Code Collection was the first to do so.
That makes sense because those started out last year.
Yeah. The DS and Wii era was on Sundays, and the 3DS and Wii U eras was Fridays, plus all of the Switch, with the exception of last year and this year.
Okay, that's right. Okay, so I was off by one gen. Thinking about Wii, that makes sense, especially with like Brawl.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why not buy the games now and wait to play them on Switch too? Because Nintendo is pretty known for not making more copies of games from the previous gen. Yeah, that's true. You're right. And I don't want to be the one, to be honest with you, that's probably one of the games where I don't want to get it as used, to be honest with you. Because it's a very competent looking game. Yeah. I had no problem with Skyward Sword doing that because I'm not a fan of Skyward Sword, but yeah, I may want to do that. So Vito, what you been playing lately?
So as of today, I actually restarted my Quantum Break.
Oh yeah.
And started messing around with that again. Just because I just kind of wanted to go back and look at some of these Alan Wake references and see if there were any which I doubt it, but any Control references that I can spot from Control that was, like a reference to Quantum Break, which I didn't find. Only thing that was linking them together was the Alan Wake situation, the initials of AWE, which was explained as a
Alan Wake event.
What they called it? Nope, something else. It was something else event. They changed it for the game purposes. It was whatever it called. I forgot what it. But yeah, in retrospect, yeah, it's definitely the Alan Wake effect. But it was called something else. They named it in Control. I forget what it was. But I was just trying to go back and just do my little clues, and I like little games that tie stuff together. And to be honest, that might be, as far as what I can remember, that's probably games that has like a Marvel Cinematic tie-in to each other type situation going on. So I was just geeking out over that. I was messing around with Forza Motorsport yesterday, which I think that's like 8 or something. I think it doesn't have a number on it, but I feel like it's like the 8th one or whatever. Pretty much the only one that's available, because like Forza takes off their stuff off of the store, the app store, and stuff like that. So messing around with that. That was like the last year release or something.
I think so, because I think the Horizon and Forza do opposite years.
Yeah, so then let's see, PlayStation, I kind of messed around with Hogwarts Legacy on my Hugglepuff character.
Mm-hmm.
Messed around a little bit with Dragon Ball.
Okay.
I thought about picking up Armor Core again, messing around with Armor Core again. I'm sorry, I got it, but some I don't know, some directed my attention elsewhere, and then I didn't pick up my Switch this week, so that's probably something I'm probably gonna pick back up next week, probably sometime or whatever like that, messing around with Pokemon and that Star Overdrive demo again, because I only messed with it at one time.
Yeah.
But just to mess around with that again, and yeah, that's pretty much it, right? For as of right now, I'm sure next week I'll probably have like a whole list of stuff because, like I said, I got 80 so I'm all over the place.
Yeah, it's crazy because that Star Overdrive demo it's just you be like, you done with it, and then like a couple days you be like, yeah, I just want to hit a trick or two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely turned it back on. I was like, man, and I was looking at my video too. Now that's really why I looked at my video. I was like, yeah, let me go back to it. Let me see if I can do more tricks and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna fit that into April. It's gonna get crazy gaming wise in April. South of midnight. Hopefully I can get the Expedition 33 by then, but it depends on how long South of midnight is.
Man, it's so grim. This
Overdrive. I'm still gonna be playing Monster Hunter because their title update is early April. And then Xenoblade, it's gonna get crazy. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Shout out to Game Pass.
Yeah.
For my wallet's sake.
The window is super tight, man. Like
It's getting crazy.
It's starting off with Xenoblade is like, and then it's just like die. You like, oh, this is the problem we had in 2023.
Yes, right. Yeah, it had just a lot of fire back to back. Man.
Vito, RJ says, Trey, you got to finish Armor Core 6. That is literally one of the only PlayStation 5 games I could actually finish, and it is litty.
Hey, I saw that on Xbox this today for some reason.
Armor Core, was it not originally on?
It was on Xbox.
Yeah,
I just don't.
I didn't think it was.
A lot of Xbox people play the game.
I thought it was just Steam and PlayStation.
No, I think it's on Xbox. It's just,
I mean,
they talk about Game Pass.
I thought about it.
However, in playing devil's advocate, I would not be surprised if it was only on Steam and Xbox because it is a From Software game. But with that being said,
I think they had the marketing, so made sense.
Yeah.
Dark Sunrunner said that was a pretty good game. I played it early in the year. He's talking about Quantum Break. So, that's to be honest with you, I think they should make an HD version like they did with Alan Wake. I mean, an HD version, if that makes sense.
Like remastered?
Yeah, true.
I just said another reason I think you guys should buy and play any games on Switch 1 is because I honestly believe there is no way you play and finish them knowing how crazy the first year is bound to be. No, okay, so let me say I will still play that game. It just wouldn't be in that first year. Like I would buy it, but I would probably play it in my second year. Actually, I would probably play it when I'm kind of feeling like on the low on one of the first year's games because I play games forever before I decide to beat them.
It depends. Depends on when I get to them, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, on the PlayStation, I think I played 2K14 maybe once or twice. Haven't really pushed in that game that much. Jumped back into Far Cry 6. They have the pieces that are called Black Market. And so I didn't know this, but this is like my chill game with me and one of the upper echelon best friends. We only unlock like 3 areas. So I always assumed there was only 3 areas for the Black Market, whereas where you're allowed to get cash and stuff like that, and you can buy stuff that's only on the Black Market for so long before it disappears, or there's like permanent things, but usually the stuff you want is the stuff that disappears. And so I beat an area, and then like another area popped up, and I'm like, oh, huh. I guess there's a bunch of areas that just pop up as you beat certain areas and stuff like that. Cool. So, 2 seconds. Hold on. So yeah. So I played that. I was gonna jump into Vampire, and move over my PS4 version of that game, but I still haven't gotten around to that.
Yeah.
Because I know how long that game is like weird. It's kind of like playing Bloodborne, but like with a whole lot of talking. So,
That sounds like a negative, unless the talking is really, really, really interesting.
sometimes it can be, but other times it's because you're in a big city and there really isn't like fast travel. So running from one side of the city and then one person being like, oh, I need help, blah, 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 on this side of the city. And then you got to run to the other side of the city. It's just, it gets to be a lot, especially when you have to fight enemies in between. And after a while, knowing their moves and all that, you're just like, this is getting kind of tedious. So, but yeah, I think I'll load that up sometime this week. On the Switch, obviously, been doing my daily stuff for DCOU, which only takes about like 10 minutes or less. Have I played anything else other than that? I jumped back into Tales of Vesperia.
How's the Switch? The Switch version is good, right?
Yeah, it's good.
It's still good? Okay.
I'm just, man, Tales of Vesperia is just hard for me to keep pressing and pressing and pressing.
Oh.
And it's not, and I realize what it is now. It's not the fighting that has me thrown off. It is how often they say the same things like over and over again. Like it becomes almost kind of annoying, like borderline annoying. They say it just enough for you to be like, I get it. Like, they'd be like, oh my gosh, we have to save such and such. And that'll be the main mission. You'll hear it the first time. And you're like, okay, yeah, let's go. And then another cutscene will come around and they'll be like, don't you remember? We have to make sure that we help out such and such. And you're like, yeah, that's where we're going. And then the third time comes around and they're like, no. And they're like, everything will be okay. As soon as we help such and such, then we can do this. And you're like, yeah. And then the fourth time will come around and they'd be like, all right, let's go help such and such. And you're like, we were doing that. That's what we were doing. We've been doing
right
that. Now. Stop telling me. So it's just, and they do that for almost every beat of everything. So it's just, it's almost like if it was an anime, it would be okay. But it's like they took a script directly from anime and was like, let's move this over into a video game. Let's change nothing about it. So it just makes it kind of annoying to hear and hear and hear. But I have been playing that. And then on the PC side of things, I played a little bit of Armored Core. Shout outs to Armored Core. I love playing the like one-on-one matches where you got to go up in your rank, your card rank, and all that. Those things get tougher and tougher, and sometimes it's easier to spam stuff, and other times you're like, yo, these guys shouldn't be that good. I don't know why they could beat me. I think too. I think the game plays so solid on PC, but then like, and my rig is old now. I have a 3080, so my rig is old. But it holds 60 so well. As a matter of fact, I think I have it on 120 and it still holds it really well.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, for looking that good of a game, holds it magnificently.
It's a good PC version then.
Yeah,
optimized well.
Yes, they did a very good job. Still playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh man.
That
feels like a game if I ever, played it and it stopped, I just have to start a new game. Because I just would not remember what I was doing.
So part of me, like I chilled for this whole week, and I got to play maybe for an hour yesterday, and I came to realize that this may be the first lifelong game that I've ever played. Like,
Wow.
because
I can see it though.
it's not because there's so much to do, but it's like this is really your character now. Like this is
Hmm.
really you, and there's certain beats in the game where you're like, let me just go take care of this. Like so perfect example, right? So leading up, we we had to go into this goblin encampment to save a druid because he was the leader to this druid faction, and the goblins were about to descend on his place and like kill all of his people and all of what they call the Teflings, who look like pretty much like demons, but they're not evil in any kind of way. Well, not all of them, but um, so we go in, we save this guy. He's like, "Hey, look, the only way that we'll be able to successfully win this fight is if you go kill these three leaders."
Mm.
I defeat the leaders, right? As soon as I defeat the leaders, now everybody in the encampment wants to pop off. Okay, that's your head. You know what I'm saying? Pause. So I take them all out, not to dinner, and then I'm done. Side note, they all think they could jump me, and I forgot a little bit like 10 minutes earlier. I ran into this giant orc. I'm talking Shadows of Mordor style. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
I'm
man.
talking Lord of the Rings, one of them big boys. Oh, one of them.
Swole
Like,
ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
the with the big head and all that.
Mhm.
Pause. And what up, Squared? And
What up?
he's like, "Yo, we can either fight you and you can get ate, or you can feed us something like just something random." And I was like, "Or how about you work for me?" And then I rolled for it and I was successful. He was like, "You know what? That's a good idea. You got food or you got money?" He was like, "If you got if you ain't got my food or my bud, no, I'm killing all y'all." So I was like, "Yeah, cool." He was like, "All right, here's a horn. Call me when you need me, but don't call me unless you actually need me." So I called them, so it was about 20 of them cats. And I was like, "You know what? We probably won't survive this if it's 4 versus 20. I'm blowing the horn." He show up. We handle business, right? Then he
Yep.
comes to me. He's like, "Bro, pay up." And my money is looking a little short. He's like, "All right. So what we gonna do about that?" So I'm like, "You know what? I get to roll for it. Do you want to tell him wait till next one and then I'll pay you? There's more food on the table." And I rolled correctly. And he was like, "All right, I got you, big dog. But don't call me unless you need me." So I'm like, "All right, bet. I don't need you again." You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so this is a whole mission, right? This is a whole mission. I'm like, I'm doing this whole lifelong mission. On the side, there's this woman on the way back to the druid encampment. She's like, "Hey, I got these potions and lotions. You want some?" And it dawned on me an hour ago, there was a girl talking about she had potions and lotions, and she took the lotion and rubbed it on her body and she became paralyzed. Why would I want to
Huh?
deal? Why would I want to deal with this woman, right?
That's actually
So
wild.
yeah, so I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good." She's like, "Okay, well, you look like there's something wrong with you. If you need any help, come down to my house. I'll make sure I help you out." And I'm like, "You seem suspect, but okay, I got you." Walk down the street, it's two men, and they talking about how this woman stole their little sister. And she was acting a little bit different. Like this was an old lady. She's like, "Oh, dearie, oh, please help me." And I was like, "You seem a little suspicious. Let me talk to you." And she like flipped on me, like, "You're supposed to help me." Blah 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 blah. And I was like, "Yeah, I don't like your tone of voice, old lady. I might have to smack you with my sword." You know what I'm saying? Don't play with me. Come to find out, she was an old hag, which is like a real witch, with the long nose, and they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and
Yeah.
they're in Skyrim. You know, they're like real ugly ones with the long fingers that be, clawing all over the place. She was one of them, and I'm like, huh,
Ooh.
who would have thought?
Who
And
would
she
have
had
thought?
all these people in her basement that like she was like doing some like Jinn stuff, not genie stuff, Jinn stuff. Like, I wish my family didn't see me anymore. Okay, so she plucked the eyes out of a lady. Yeah, or no, she said, I wish not to see my family anymore. So she plucked the eyes out of the lady. There you go. You ain't seeing your family anymore. That kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's just a whole adventure in its own.
that's what I'm saying. So like that took me literally 3 hours of my time, not full 3 hours of time, but I'm talking like chopped up moments over time. It was 3 hours of time to actually do this stuff. And by the time I was done, I was like, I was supposed to go back to the druid encampment like a long time ago. They still waiting for me to give me my reward. Like, I never even went to go get my reward. So it's just, and that's only Act 1. Like, I haven't even come close to even moving in any part of Act 1. So I have a feeling I won't beat that game until I'm about 85. That's
what a
just,
what a game to finish out that age though.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
There
So
will be someone like that in our lifetime.
hell yeah! Are you serious?
For
Oh, yeah.
sure.
Oh,
How
yeah.
many hours did you put in that game? My life.
My whole life. How many hours are in 50 years? What? Too many to count.
Yeah, so it's I mean, it's a great game. If anybody doesn't have as much ADD as me, Vito, it is a great game, but I highly suggest you not play it either. Because I know if there is anything in similarity,
It's gonna be worse.
if there's
with me.
anything in similarity to me and Vito, it's like, especially if somebody don't talk to you right, especially in a video game. I'm coming after you. Hold on a minute. You're not talking to me right. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me go find you.
What did you just say?
What did you just say? So, and they be talking real reckless in that game, and I'll be like, man, y'all lucky. So yeah, so I say all that to say Baldur's Gate 3 is an absolute amazing game, but if you have any kind of ADD or want to do side quests, I highly suggest you stay away from this game because it will catch you. It will catch you way too fast. RJ said Tales of Vesperia to me is what Pokemon Sword and Shield is for people. Not at all a bad game, but you can see that they wanted to go all the way, but decided to take half steps. I feel that. He said before that, Tales of Vesperia, while good, is highly overrated. People go crazy for it, but I'm not that crazy for the combat. Then what came before, after the game, okay, minus Tales of Arise. And I'll even say, I've watched the professionals play this game, and they don't play it nearly the same as I do. Like, they be doing the juggles, and it looks like a 2D fighting game in a 3D arena. That's how they make it seem. It ain't that way when I play it.
Damn.
But I like Tales of Symphony of Combat a lot better than I like this one. For that reason, it feels more like that. So with that being said, thank you everybody for throwing out the games that you have been playing lately. If you have any more, please put it down in the comment section. We will throw those out here. But moving on to our first topic, we have a couple of trailers to show off. One.
Hey, hold on real quick.
We'll hold off for Vito because and let Vito check this one out. But we've got three great trailers. And we've got more to talk about. We have the Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. I know that's a whole conversation for us to talk about, so we can make room to have that conversation. I would love to have that conversation with Geronimo, so I'm glad that he's here. We're going to get Vito's thoughts, hopefully. I know he has to leave a little bit early, but we're going to have to get his thoughts on the final trailer, probably, that we're getting before the game actually comes out in 5 days. I have a feeling he's probably going to hold off on it. But Vito's been really dope. He has been trying franchises, especially on Nintendo, that he hasn't had an opportunity to like really, really hone down and like get into. As you guys have heard earlier, Pokemon is been one of the franchises that he hasn't like really gotten into. So Arceus was his first opportunity. And he's loved it. Zelda, he's played Zelda, of course, he's played at my house, but he hadn't gotten the opportunity to like own it and like really get into a Zelda game. So it's been a lot. So like the journey for him, especially for Nintendo Switch, has been like opportunity of new chances, which is really great. We love it. So hopefully, I may even have to like sneak. He ain't even on yet. Oh, he got his headphones on, so I can't say it. But hopefully, if he's actually not able to get Xenoblade Chronicles X, then I will buy it for him. Now, he heard that. So with that being said, we're going to check out our first trailer. This one, I'm sure you guys are quite familiar with. It is a classic at its finest. I present to you.
Oh man,
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Attention passengers, face planting of tile is strictly prohibited.
All right. So, as RJ said, first things first. Let's get some of the negative out of the way.
yep.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater won't be the complete version, which is crazy. And by not complete version, that is to say that it won't be in the open world style that Pro Skater 4 was in. So if you remember,
way of doing it.
yeah, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 still had the timer, like when you first start off the game or a level, and you had to collect as much as you could. And four was the first one that was like open world-ish or sandboxish, if you would. And you could just ride around and do tricks whenever you wanted to and all that stuff. And then you walk up to certain people and they would give you the missions, and that's when you would do the time.
Yeah. See, it's wild because, like, I actually never played 3 at all. I used to read in the magazines, but I never played 3. I rented 4 once, and since I skipped 3, I was like, oh wow, it's like there's no timer. And then I realized, you talk to the NPCs and stuff. It's definitely interesting that they're doing it this way, and just kind of. I honestly think what they should have really done, even like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, I think they should have done 3 and made it come out like a year later or whatever. Just get 3 in that collection, and then go all out with 4. It's clearly Activision or who within Xbox now, they didn't want to fully foot the bill to do all this for these remaster remakes. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean it's a bit of a shame for sure because that's not the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 experience, but it's cool to see 3 and 4 back in new coat of paint though. So
Yeah.
yeah, and it's coming out to Switch.
I wonder if it had to do something with the how much money they had to spend on the songs too.
Could be too. Yeah, soundtracks ain't cheap these days.
No, and some of those are like legendary tracks too. I think on 4 there's Aerosmith's Dynamite. So it's I can't. I'm
Yeah, I'm not.
TNT. I'm Dynamite. But I don't want to sing the whole
Yeah.
song. So I don't want to get in trouble. But
True. Yeah.
You won't get in trouble for singing.
Nah, he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, messing it all about that. Made them up.
That's all.
Yeah, that part.
So yeah. But yeah, Vito, what are your thoughts, man?
Hey, I had never played 3 and 4,
Okay, cool.
so this would be my first experience with it at all. Like, I'm sad I didn't, you know what I'm saying, like experience it back when it originally released and stuff like that. But I never really picked it up back then. So this would be my first little situation. On top of that, I think is it Game Pass that
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
it's on?
It should be on Game
So
Pass.
you know what I'm saying. Yeah, and you know I'm all for Game Pass stuff. So you know what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
give me a chance to really like see if
Okay.
I like it. You know what I'm saying, and then then I'll go into wow, that's crazy. Then I'll like see if I want to pick it up a little later on before they, you know what I'm saying, take it off.
So for me, one of the levels, the most interesting, or I won't say interesting, one of my favorite levels of all time, actually 2 of them, are in both of these games. One of them is the Canada level, which you kind of saw a glimpse of, where it's like all iced out. I love that level.
Okay.
There's another level in that one that is like deals with the haunted house and all that, which is kind of cool. I thought that was a cool little homage to that. And then in Tony Hawk 4, there is what you also saw, the abandoned water park. I love that level.
I remember that. Yeah.
That's a dope level. So to be able to go back and fresh coat of paint and visit those areas, I'm excited for it. And I think both 3 and 4 I think they have the best soundtracks out of all the games.
Really?
Yeah, I think they have the best soundtracks out of all of them. So I'm excited. Because as a matter of fact, if they kept the red and let's get dirty. Let's get wet up. Method Red. That's my jam.
Method Red. Okay.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. That's one thing we look forward to. Just what songs pop up in this, especially 3.
Yeah. So RJ said it's cool to see Doomslayer on there, which is cool seeing he was in the PC version of one of the games. I forgot which one. Yeah, I'm interested to see what powers. See, that's the one thing I really miss, man. You remember when back in the day when people would make guest stars on other things,
Just completely out of nowhere, out of left field.
Like Tony Hawk 2 had Spider-Man. You're like, what? And I think Tony Hawk 3, was it 3 or was it 2 also? 3 had, yes, I think 3 had Django Fett in it.
Yeah, I was trying to think which of the. I was either thinking Jango Fett or Boba Fett. But
Yeah.
Jango Fett sounds about right.
And I think 3 also had Darth Maul in it too, which was always fun as well because he would do like the little butterfly while he was grinding, do the.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So and then it had like the force pull. He'd like let go of the skateboard and force pull it back to him. Like like those things that used to be crazy when you would see somebody guest stars, so you like, what? They got blah blah blah. You know, we don't get that anymore. I wish they would do that a lot more.
It's really not common. Everyone wants to make money off of everything now. Yeah, just
Hey, you know what they're gonna put on there on some real stuff? They're gonna put Lil Wayne in there.
will they?
Yeah, because the reason why is because there was this whole campaign, of course, when Wayne started to skateboard and stuff. He got real cool with Tony.
Oh, really?
And I believe he was a DLC for Skate. I believe.
I can see that.
Or that might have been that was like one of his last little like game appearances. But I think he was on Skate or something, or it might have been a Tony Hawk game, but not our you know what I'm saying, like
it sounds familiar.
A regular Tony Hawk,
like a downhill or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would not be surprised if they throw Tunchi back in there on this, maybe with somebody else. But I would love to see them put like a superhero type stuff, or you know, something that we wouldn't expect. You know what I mean?
Okay, RJ, I feel you. He said Wolverine was in one of them as well. I do remember that. But he said I feel like Fortnite kind of killed hype of guest characters. I feel that.
I still get hype. Well, it depends on the game.
Yeah.
Like what was it? Actually, just this week I don't play this game, but some games I like to just see who gets added and like, oh, okay, that's out of nowhere. Oh, that's cool. Then Dead by Daylight. They just announced they got what's his name? Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. I think it was from Tokyo Ghoul. The crazy looking mask. Yeah, he's gonna. I think it's him. Yeah, they announced he's gonna be in the game soon, which is pretty cool. I don't think that series has gotten a lot of anime crossovers.
No,
I don't think so.
And it doesn't.
No, this might have been their first one.
Yeah, that's really made. I think that's what stuck out to me. I was like, oh, they got an anime character. That's cool.
Yeah, they don't get a whole lot of FaceTime.
Yeah, but yeah, Fortnite does get. At this point, I just want to see who's in it next. They're putting like whole likenesses of people in there. It's wild.
Yeah.
It's like yeah.
All right, so for our next, sorry, gotta stop that. All right, for our next trailer, this one is going to be kind of in relation to another topic, obviously. And I know we won't have much to say on it, but I still think it's really kind of cool that they did something like this.
Oh wow, that's actually crazy.
I know somebody who loves this.
That's actually really funny. Yeah. Never hear this jingle in the game.
Oh yeah. Get used to this song. You hear this song, either you winning or you losing all the way. There's no in between.
It's perfect though, because the top 10 in Tetris 99 is literally just the struggle. Like it's the struggle. That's actually crazy. I'm tripping. I definitely played that little bit between yesterday and a little bit earlier today. I did play the collab. So yeah, it goes exactly like that. And if you lose, it plays the song Melancholia, which is one of the menu themes. It's like when you get past the tile screen and you go to select the squad or whatever, that's the song that plays there. So I thought that was a good touch too, because like that song, it has like a big intro and then it goes to the lyrics. Yeah, but yeah, it's dope. It's Tetris 99. It's dope.
Yeah, it's I'm excited. They kind of gave you a little theme play just to get you ready for the actual thing.
It was smart, man, because like when the battle theme played, there's two versions of the battle theme there, and it's like once you get to the top 50, it switches to the other one. It's like you would have made it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one because this kind of helped with the hype too of being like, okay, I'm getting ready. The game is coming out next week. It's time.
Vito, are you? I think I've asked this plenty of times, but is this a game that you were thinking about picking up? Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Expect to hear that song a lot, and expect to be running away when you hear that
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
You're like you'd be like, I just walked past him. Da, da, da. Oh, get away, get away. You hear one person, run, run.
That game does have plenty. It has so many of the moments. There's gonna be a couple of them in the early game
Yeah.
that will definitely. I'm not really sure right now because they don't. Nintendo got rid of the Twitter posting of like
Mhm.
clips and stuff. But
Mhm.
for people that actually like do care and will put it on there, there's gonna be some early parts that can go viral for sure because
Yeah, that
it
game
happens
is,
to everyone at least once.
there's gonna be plenty of memes for everybody to use for that game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we are going to get back into that conversation of Xenoblade Chronicles X in just a little bit. But first, I want to get. It makes it a whole lot easier if there's three of us. And we're gonna do what we're gonna do is Switch 2 is around the corner, but we also yep. RJ got it. RJ knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If you know, you know, you know. If you know, you know,
That's
you know.
that's the staple. Wait, as a matter of fact, real quick, Trey Vito, have you played the other Xenoblade games before?
No,
Okay.
Nope,
All right,
this
cool.
is
not at all.
yeah.
All right,
That's
bet.
all you need to know, Vito.
Bet.
Like,
Yeah,
"Ooh,
for
is
real.
this King
Yeah.
Kong looking?
Perfect.
Oh, crap."
Perfect.
If
Xenoblade
you know,
was
you
gonna
know.
give you some memorable moments. Everyone's gonna have their own version of it.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I think this will be enjoyable for you. So with that being said, we're gonna get into the Xenoblade Chronicles talk.
Yeah.
Vito, give me a signal if we're getting close. Give me a signal as to like, yo, I got like 15, 20 minutes before I gotta go. Then
All right.
then we'll like abruptly move over to that, handle that, and then we'll try and come back to this between me and Geronimo. Let me get the right Simius. Yeah.
Spider Ape. Simius. Oh, I'm just now checking the chat. See, I already know he's up on game. Zodio up on game.
So the Switch 2, we've got 2 weekends, which is crazy. We are moving up on it fast. 2 weekends, 2 more SandStorm shows, and then we're moving into that week of April 2nd, which is that Wednesday. Now, real quickly, I'm gonna tell you, SandStorm has got the day off, and not only does he have that day off, but he actually has the next day off too.
Ooh.
And so we will be on the Winging It podcast and on the SandStorm show, doing a double feature of the Switch. What do you call it? Switch Direct. Switch 2 Direct.
Switch to direct.
Yes. So make sure you guys come on by. Geronimo, if you want to hop in as well, you're more than welcome to. I don't know if Vito.
They'll have me, you know.
Absolutely. What? Absolutely.
Hey, I don't mean to, you know.
Yeah.
I'll be off that day too. That'll probably be my first time I do. If I'm, you know, I'm with that y'all stream as well. I'm gonna do a stream on my channel as well. It's a new Switch, and we gotta go live.
Yeah.
Gotta go live.
Absolutely. Vito, if you can make it, man.
Yeah, we're about to witness like Nintendo news history.
Yeah,
it's gonna go crazy.
Yeah,
if possible, of course.
If possible. But we'll end up talking about it Wednesday, Thursday, and probably Saturday on the SandStorm show again. Anyway, so with that being said, we have to come up with our own versions of a bingo card.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
Yeah. So, we did this on the Jill podcast, which was a whole lot of fun. We are going to need your guys' help in the comment section on what you think we should add as we go along. Jay Biggs, I know he was there for that. But the free space for this, similar to the Joe podcast. This is the only one that we're going to do similar to them. The free space is going to be that they show off Mario Kart 9.
Yes, for sure. Like that's guaranteed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a guaranteed one. And then when the time comes around, I'm gonna hand out probably through email to both of you guys the Squarespace, so that you guys
Okay.
have it on hand,
Okay.
so then we can actually play this lovely game.
Damn,
We'll figure out prizes. As a matter of fact, yeah, we'll come up with prizes between the three of us, but it's not prizes that we'll necessarily win. We'll give the prizes. We'll give the prizes out to.
No, that's it. That's it. I want my prize, good. I want $10. I want a $10 gift card.
So put it this way: if I win, then I'll give y'all a $10 gift card and give somebody else a $10 gift card as well. How about that? So don't lose.
You said if you win, we get the gift card.
He's trying to make it best for.
I know Vito well enough to be like, that's a rock and a hard place because I want to win, but at the same time, I want the gift card.
I mean, the gift card can be used anywhere for sure. That takes, the Visa Master.
So you said that you win. I'm gonna be a betting man. You know I was gonna go against the grain, cuz no. If I win, everybody get a $20 gift card.
Let's see. RJ said, same, I got the day off. May do the same with having the next day off, but not sure yet. Wish they did this on Friday. Yeah, I do too, but I'm not really mad at it. It gets me away from work, especially on a Wednesday.
Yep.
So RJ started us off. What do y'all think about GameCube and Dreamcast being talked about? So let me tell you now. This isn't like wild things that we think are going to happen, but like the things that were most
realistic.
Most likely going to happen. We'll do one unrealistic thing, but we want to try and get like the things that are most likely going to happen. So we'll do 4, 8, 12, 16 things.
Okay.
So how do y'all feel? How strong or not strong do y'all feel about GameCube / Dreamcast being talked about in the NSO?
You can, if you want to go, Phil, you can.
Excuse me. That was a little loud. Yeah, I don't think it's likely.
Okay.
At least not this go around. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
I think it'll happen eventually, but not. Okay, I'll say this. I don't think they're gonna announce it on April 2nd, but I do think it's gonna happen in the future.
Okay. All right. So not there. Dang it, RJ. Hold on. Wait a minute.
I need to get my notes ready too.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me open a little notepad or something on my side.
Okay, so he says Monolith Soft with the new IP, not Xenoblade Chronicles X2 and not Xenoblade 4 or Chronicles 4.
Oh, new IP time, man.
Yeah.
That's been some I've seen speculated amongst folk that like follow Monolith Soft's like I guess release schedules.
Yeah.
Especially, I think they had that one concept art come out like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, with the knife
No,
and all that, like the
Six,
medieval
5, 6,
looking
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. With the girl with the sword. Yeah. So I mean, it would actually be an amazing thing to show off for real. Because I think honestly, and I've been thinking about this more just Xenoblade XCOM and just thinking about how that game is made. I think Monolith Soft is gonna. I think they're gonna kind of pop off in the Switch generation. I think they're gonna have like a. I think that if they do a new IP and whatnot, and it actually checks a lot of boxes that can get a lot more people in, I think Monolith Soft is gonna become really, really popular. That's like my hard prediction about Switch 2 in general. So I
Agreed.
think I actually agree with RJ. I do think Monolith Soft will be there in some fashion, and
Hmm.
I do think it'll also be a new IP because
Hmm.
they're very efficient. I really thought Definitive Edition was not going to happen. That's why I caved and got on Wii U a few years ago. But yeah, yeah, I agree with him. I
Okay.
agree with that.
I know you're not too versed with Monolith Soft, but they obviously they make the Xenoblade games. Um,
Mhm.
they actually helped the Zelda team make Breath of the Wild. That's why it looks so
and
great. And
and
Tears of the
Tears
Kingdom. So that's why it's
and
so expansive um and I think they did a small work on Scarlet and Violet, didn't they?
no, that was the thing I went around on Twitter. It was
Uh-huh.
before Leagues of Arceus actually. There was like some misconception. They're like, "Oh, Monolith Soft helped design the world, whatever." But that turned out that I don't believe is correct. Now they
Okay.
did also other games, Nintendo games that did help support with development is both Splatoon games
Yeah.
and in Animal Crossing. They did help
Okay.
with that as well. So a lot of the big ones.
Okay.
Yeah. They're a big studio. And they got big fast. The
Okay.
background history of them, they were originally part of Square Enix. That technically speaking, that's how Nintendo got the Xenoblade like Xeno games in the first place.
Hmm.
Is Square, not Square Enix, Square Soft. That's how old it was. They were with the Square Soft team
Mm.
and came out with Xenogears. Eventually, that team got bought out by Bandai Namco, and they made the
Uh-huh.
Saga games. And eventually, they got bought out by Nintendo, and now they have the Xenoblade games. So they've been around for a long time, and they're one of Nintendo's bigger studios. Um, so with
Okay.
that being said, they've been working on another project, but we've only seen like art designs of the project. So with that being said, as like one of their biggest studios, do you think or would you hope? You know what I'm saying? How would you weigh it out?
What do you mean by
Like, would you think
what am
or
I?
hope that would don't put hope in there? Would you think that this is probably the right time to show off a new IP from them, or would you expect it? Because this is also around the corner of showcase season. So,
Mhm.
would you think it would show here, or would you think it would show later? How you feel?
I think it'll show later, probably. Um, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they
Mhm.
show something off now. You know what I'm saying, or during that time or whatever. Um, I mean, that'll be the perfect time just to, you know what I'm saying, market right there. You know what I'm saying? You got your little launch game type situation going on, being the first on something. So yeah, no, I can see them doing it during that. You talking about
Yeah.
during the presentation, right? The Switch 2 presentation, right? Yeah. I can see them doing it during that time. But if not,
Show
then
it
you know what I'm saying. Third quarter, you know what I'm saying, doesn't sound bad. Or fourth quarter. I think that's when Nintendo does the stuff like third
Yeah.
quarter or something like
Yeah.
that. Again, they do another
Yeah,
one
like
during
September.
third. Yeah.
Yeah. He said even a logo. Okay. I'll take logo work with it too. So we got okay. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna say it's gonna come in the form of a teaser. The only reason why I say that though,
Hmm.
and I've been wrong about this every single time. So third time's a charm, right? And the last Switch reveal, or the first, like when we got the full thing in January, um, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 got shown off during
Hmm.
that presentation. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. So I'm gonna say a new Monolith game, new Monolith IP. I guess that takes away from a new Nintendo IP because that would be one and the same. So we were thinking new Nintendo IP. No. What about third party suggestions? Y'all got any third party ideas that y'all think will probably show up in this trailer?
I think Atlas will be there again. And I think it'll be Metaphor. It's still
Okay.
pretty fresh. As an we're just under 6 months, I think, of that game. Or no, maybe it has been 6 months. I forgot. Anyway, it's still relatively fresh in a lot of RPG people's minds. I think like Red. Are we just talking about naming like one specific one or like a number? I'm not gonna name like a dozen, but I have a few off the top of my head.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Vito,
Yeah.
what do you think about Atlas and Metaphor? So the only other Atlas game that I think is Square. No, Atlas is
They're under
Persona
Sega now.
2, right?
Oh yeah, they do Persona. Well, the main things they do Persona, Shin Megami Tensei, and recently that Metaphor game. that came
Okay.
out.
Okay, I like RJ's better. How about we expand it? Because I know we're gonna go through a whole bunch of third-party names and be like, this game, this thing, this thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So are we gonna? How many people specifically do you think we'll see? So you said Atlas. You think we'll see Atlas?
Okay. Yeah.
Vito, who else do you think will show up?
Probably 2K.
Okay,
Facts. Yep.
I'll take that. Like WWE and 2K basketball and maybe even possibly. Oh wait. Now let me ask you this question: 2K in the form of rock stars like Red Dead 2, or just
We're talking about sports
Okay.
games at this point. Because I mean, we talked about this last I think it was last week. Like the lack of, you know what I'm saying, like the newer games or newer sports games as like third party, like your Maddens and 2Ks and stuff like that has been very, very scarce on Switch. So you know what I'm saying, it's like now is the time, like you got your second adaptation of this system. Now is your time to really kind of like, okay, yeah, let's get these people moving again.
Yeah.
Basically.
RJ said Sega, which is part of Atlas. Capcom, Atlas is part of Sega. Capcom, I'm gonna agree. Namco, I'm gonna agree. Y'all fill in Square Enix?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
we'll see that Visions of Mana game, which
Okay.
didn't really do well anywhere else, really. So
I know everybody's all over the Final Fantasy VII remake coming to the system too. I don't know.
I totally forgot about that rumor.
Yeah.
just gone. I guess that would be there. It wouldn't like one of those sizzle reels of
Yeah.
here's what's coming in the first year of Switch 2, and kind of like they did with the 2017 one. They had like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and whatnot.
Yeah. What about well, I definitely think Microsoft is going to be there. Whether it's well, I'm gonna put these all as separate because I feel like Microsoft is gonna go kind of heavy. Microsoft, Bethesda, and Activision Blizzard, in the form of Microsoft, whether that's any in the range from Minecraft to Halo, Bethesda in the range from either the new Oblivion game that everybody keeps talking about or Doom, the new Doom game, and then Activision.
That's coming.
And then Activision Blizzard goes without saying Call of Duty.
Hey, who has Borderlands?
I forgot. Is it 2K still?
I think it is.
They
Yeah, it
switched
is
in the
2K.
past few years. Is it
Yeah.
2K? Okay.
Yep. It's
Well,
2K. Yep.
Yeah.
Cause okay.
Gearbox software, published by 2K.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And oh, I forgot about that because they did have that game that kind of came and went, didn't it?
Wait, which one?
The Borderlands game. It's already out, isn't it?
We talking
4?
about 4?
Nah.
Or
Okay.
not out.
Was it the trailer? What did they mess up on that was like just this recent?
They messed up on the movie.
So
They messed
that's
up on
right. That's what it
The
was.
movie
That's
was
tucked it under the rug.
The movie
the
was
movie.
trash.
Yeah, it's me and some of my like friend group who are big Borderlands people. We were kind of like, "Do you ever want to watch this?" And it's like, No, like no.
Mm-mm.
That's why I think they Gamescom they threw all the money at them, was like, show our trailer first on some Super Bowl first ad of the night type deal.
On some
Forget the movie existed.
on some Tiger Woods, I got caught. Hurry up, delete it quickly.
Oh, it comes out September, RJ.
Mm.
Yeah, it always comes out on my birthday.
Mm.
Um,
Always.
he said, "Real talk. I expect Final Fantasy VII remake and Rebirth coming. Than any Rockstar games. Honestly, it could happen.
Rockstar's kind of hard to nail down because they really are like one of the few big Western
Mhm.
studios that kind of they do their own thing.
Yeah,
Like they can just wake up, they'll do like Kojima did with that Death Stranding 2 trailer last week. We could wake up tomorrow morning, there's a new GTA 6 trailer because they can. Like they can just do it whenever.
that's very true.
So they're like I think they will have a presence there, but I don't know. It's like 50-50 for me. I don't want to say it definitively.
Okay, so I'm really at 8, but as a square, as one of our squares, we put at least 10 third party people show up. It doesn't even have to be exclusive, but as 10 third party, because I also think Project CD Red is going to show up. So
Like Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk,
That
or
would
something
be
like
that would turn some heads.
yeah,
That would be like, whoa, Cyberpunk.
yeah.
I can see it coming to the Switch too, honestly.
So y'all comfortable with 10 third parties showing up?
Yeah, that's a good number.
Okay, 10 third
Yeah.
party. All right. So another one that he said you're right, September 23rd.
Yeah. Birthday month. It's crazy.
So do you
Well-
think I won't even say this a think. I think this goes without saying. We get a price.
Yes,
Oh, of
absolutely,
course.
100%. We have to, especially how certain things are going. We absolutely need that price on April 2nd during
Yeah.
the stream. Like, we need that. Like, like trying to
They
get
end
my
up-
pre-order sites ready.
They end off the whole thing with "Thank you for joining us."
Yeah, they're just dropping a price. They're gonna flash on screen and say "Peace out," and then everyone's like, Wario on Twitter, where's the Amazon link?
I think they'll definitely do that price thing just based off of like you've been watching the news lately, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
As far as like what Trump has been doing and stuff like that. Matter of fact, that was actually a topic about what Trump's doing and how that's going to affect
Yeah,
our
the
sales
gaming.
over here for the Switch 2 or whatever like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah, consider it.
I'm sure they're gonna sit up here and give us a price range,
Yeah,
but
we,
it could change.
we actually heard a update, somewhat of an update, today actually about Nintendo actually outsourcing some of the product to different countries to try and get the price of the tariffs lower, depending on what country it was, and even thinking about moving another factory actually in the States so they can overcome that.
Really?
Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah. They
Yeah.
out of any company, man, they be pushing hard. Like when we say it's that, we gonna make it that. Don't come for me. Like, pause. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I've been kind of reading up on. Well, I've been paying attention. I guess a good chunk of the Switch gen. But from what I've learned, I think originally, like I think a lot of the console makers, whichever did, they had like a lot of factories in China
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to say Taiwan, but I know for sure China.
Yeah,
But
Taiwan. You got it right.
Over the course of the Switch gen, like maybe 2019 or so, I want to say they started getting other distribution places in like Vietnam and stuff like that. So fortunately, they're kind of. I mean, obviously, you can't predict stuff like this year happening. You like not like that. But as far as their ability to constantly produce the Switch One or whatever, I think they were kind of smart to think of that ahead of time. So there's they can't just put it all in on one place. Like if those specific ones in this one place have an issue, then that's like your whole pipeline.
Yeah.
So I think what they'll do, well, one, yeah, like RJ said, they showed the release date or price release for the games. Yeah, 100%. We're gonna get the price. especially for us here in the States,
Yeah.
in the US. So
Do we always can I also put the release date? Do y'all feel like we'll get the release date this time around too?
yes, I think we have to.
How about you, Vito? Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can't give us a price and not
Right. You'll find out
That's
later
actually
today.
bad. I'm not even a marketing person. That's just bad look. Like, like if I see that, I'll be like, "What? You can't just say this much and then dip. You can't do that. You
We will
can't
be-
do that."
You will be having the Nintendo Switch at $399 US MSRP.
Stay tuned for this date for the
Yeah.
release, bro. Just say it now. What is wrong with you?
We will be releasing the Switch
Oh
2
man,
later this year.
that will hurt. I mean, look, that's man, look, that's not impossible, but I very rarely lose my cool. I'll definitely be upset at that. I'll be like, come on, bro. Y'all figured out how to communicate with us
Yo.
the entire generation, and you're just gonna drop the ball like that? I would not know how to deal.
I
I would be
I
like,
could
yo,
see
what
I
are we
could see
doing?
like Kai Tennant eyeball right in the middle of the camera. I can't!
Oh
Playing with my
God,
emotions like
man.
that.
Oh man. Still, 100% price and release date in
Yeah, I
that
think
April
that's-
2nd.
I think
Direct,
that's
for sure.
100%. Yes.
Yeah.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5. We still got nothing else. Do you think we'll get any? Do you think we'll get? Do you think Nintendo will show off any kind of gimmick?
Oh, of course. What kind of gimmick
yeah.
are we talking about, though? I mean, everybody got a gimmick. It depends on your definition of gimmick.
Usually it's with the control. So let's say it's a control feature.
Like you can throw it in the air and something happens.
Anything. It's Nintendo. Listen.
You start juggling the new Joy-Con.
Right.
You start leveling up quicker.
They'd be like, you take this magnet and you put it on the bottom of your wrist. Now, take the Joy-Con and put it on the top. Notice how it clicks and it stays there. Now, you have a gun.
I think they'll have, like, I don't know. This might be on the wall, but they'll have split screen capabilities.
You know what I think? I don't think they're gonna have that at launch. I think they're gonna try and do some dual screen peripheral for some game or two, whatever, in the future, but not like launch. I think they're gonna be kind of straightforward. Be like, yep, this is the better. This Switch 2 is better. Here's Joy-Con and mouse mode. It's this price. Here's games we out. Oh, and release date. I think that's how it's gonna be. But I think saving the more wackier stuff for later is a good move.
Yeah.
Because then you can have a Labo, and if one thing hits, cool. If it doesn't, okay. We still have a Mario coming out now or whatever. So.
RJ said, in addition, the mouse feature too, with the controller. So it sounds like we're kind of all in yays for a gimmick, some kind.
Yes.
Some quirk. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Some exclusive feature.
Yeah.
There's a mic built in there.
Well, that's fun. Well, okay, I'm not gonna say nothing.
For karaoke.
Okay. How about units? That's a good one. I think that's one that's kind of been talked about. Do you think we get 2 different SKUs? 2 different models, or do you think we get a singular model?
Singular model.
I think a single this time.
They will do a different model later on,
like this holiday.
But yeah, like Nintendo has. If you think about all of the systems they've dropped, they don't have the other version of the system until later, if they even have that.
Yeah,
you know,
the only time they really did that was with the Wii U, and then they phased that original one out so fast. Yeah, we're done with that.
Yeah, they're like,
White
okay, no, you don't like that one, so
We'll just keep the black
Mhm.
one.
the black one, which really that really felt like the one they wanted to launch with, and
Yeah,
that to me, that's how I always felt about it.
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, right, and
Well, hold on, wait. GameCube, but they had like what the black and the
yeah, they were
purple?
different
colors.
colors, but it was just like the same one.
Yeah, just different
Same,
colors.
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
system.
Because
Yeah,
I think I was
yeah.
just about to say it's the same. I think it's going to be the same because it was the same with the original Switch too. You
Mhm.
had either the one that I bought that had the gray knobs, or you had the one that had the blue and the salmon colored.
Oh, the
Knob.
blue and red.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it was like a slightly different shade of red. Yeah.
yeah. I think they'll
Called the
do the same.
neon.
Yeah, I think they'll do the same. So, one model mention. All right. What do y'all? What else do you guys think will be a definite or close to a definite? A high chance. Let's put it that way.
Smash.
Man.
Or Smash.
No,
Teaser. Yo, that
Actually,
he said Smash Man.
No,
Whoa,
Smash
pause,
Teaser.
bro. Come on,
No.
hey, yo.
Relax. Now what we saying around here. Yo, if they just come out swinging, just showing the new Smash Brothers, like, yeah,
That'd be crazy.
that would be crazy. I kind of be looking like, wait, if you're showing this now, what do you have later? Like, I actually be looking like, what do y'all got cooking back there? We didn't see a Smash, this Smash Ultimate until, was it 2018? So a whole year and a half later. So
for a while.
yeah.
But that actually brings up a good question. Do y'all think we'll see Zelda in any kind of aspect?
Nah,
Nope.
I
Not
think
yet.
it's too. Oh, any aspect?
They're gonna reintroduce that last game that came out with Zelda. They're gonna be like, yeah, you can play such and such with
I'm gonna tell you this.
Echoes of Wisdom.
I'm gonna tell you this. That's
Yeah.
I'm saying it.
And it might be as a
So I'm
DLC
saying
on
it
it,
in this
or
way. That counts
expansion.
too. That's why I said Zelda in any aspect.
Oh, like a Switch 2 version of something. It's possible.
And that's included.
No, that don't count.
And
That
that's
don't count.
included.
We
It'll
need
be
a different
a
Zelda.
little lame, but I get it.
This is the reason why I'm asking though. This is the reason why I'm asking. Because of what we coined on Jill, BCB, backwards compatibility boost. And the
I
reason
really
why
hope they do it, man.
the reason why I bring that
Really
up is because we had that report of Nintendo showing off the third parties behind doors, Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, I can't remember which one, running at 60 frames when it was 30 frames. So it had that BCB boost. So do you think we'll get that? Do you think we'll get any kind of Zelda in any aspect in that regards?
I ain't thinking about that.
If they do go all in on saying, Switch 1 games will get a patch to perform, to pretty much do 60 frames or whatever they want to do with it on Switch 2, then yes, I think they will show Breath of the Wild immediately. Like they'll be like, look at it how it was played on your emulators 5 years ago or whatever, 6 years ago. They're gonna be like, don't think of those. That's why we took them all down last year. That's why we went against Yuzu and Ryujinex. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I really like it. Yeah.
What if they do?
Go ahead, Troy.
What if they do like a like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom package, like backwards compatibility, like a a combo. Get you with a combo.
Oh, like a 2-for-1 in one game.
Like that's the Switch 2 one.
I'm thinking they making you pay $140 for that game.
Unless they charge, like $140. Unless they charge it like that. Like
I only say that because that's you talking about the top 2 highest selling Zelda games, like.
Or Echoes of Wisdom, like a combo.
I actually
Throw
can
that in
see,
there.
to be honest with you, I can actually see Link's Awakening and Echoes of Wisdom being a pack because they're both kind of similar in aesthetic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. They're not really big on bundling those type of games though, because they claim to they don't want to devalue it or whatever or pull a Ubisoft basically.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Mhm.
it would be nice, but I don't see it. Honestly, personally, I don't see it. Yeah.
But we are in agreement. Zelda in some sort of aspect. Like Link is gonna show face.
If they do talk about
I
backward
don't know.
compatibility, performance boost, yes. If they don't talk about that at all,
No.
no.
That's what
Yeah.
I thought too.
No.
No.
Okay, so then I'll make it more specific.
Okay.
Zelda
Donkey Kong.
Man,
and
Kong some love, man.
Zelda
Needs a
and
new
Beast.
game.
We need another Donkey.
Okay, yeah. How do y'all feel about Donkey
need-
Kong?
We need a Donkey Kong.
How you feel about the
Man.
Kong? Hey, keep in mind, Mario 2 is coming up next year.
That's true. Yeah, the new Mario movie for sure. I remember there was, I hate to be like this, but there was a rumor I read like sometime, was it a year or two ago?
Mm-hmm.
Where they were talking about like, well, there's like a couple different rumors. One was like talking about a new Donkey Kong game, 2D3, like a brand new one by the people that made Mario Odyssey, like that team in Nintendo.
That would be.
And I was like, that would be pretty dope because I like that. But I also saw another one where it was like, what if it was like a Mario and DK 3D platforming type game or something where they like it's they not saying like Donkey Kong plays like a Mario game or Mario plays like a Donkey Kong game, but it's like its own platformer type game that kind of blends aspects of each one. And it can kind of go on that old school Mario versus Donkey Kong like rivalry type thing. That would be interesting.
It would be interesting.
Yeah,
But
that's just an idea.
with that being said, don't hold back on my man's Kong, man. Give him his own game. He deserves it.
Yes.
All them times he accepted that invitation to Mario Kart and left his boy behind, knowing he wanted to drive too, and he said, "No, you can't ride with me, son." Remember that time you had your own game? Go find your homies. Oh, that's right. They all over at Xbox.
It's tough. It's really tough.
So, what about you, SandStorm, as far as something that you like, one of your favorite games? Are you expecting a comeback this generation?
Generation, yes. In this show,
Do you know what I'm talking about first?
huh?
Do you know what I'm talking about first of all?
Mm-mm.
Like your specific game that you would definitely love to have a new game of.
Zelda? Oh,
Star
Star
Fox.
Fox. Oh. Whee. Man, I want to give Fox McCloud some love, pause, but man, Vito, I don't really see it, man. But I feel like it's, like,
They
yeah,
tank that.
because Nintendo is. I mean, the last time we had the Star Fox game was with Wii U, and as far as everybody's been saying, it's basically 64, just of a new aspect. Like, and we need a legit new Star Fox game. Like, no rails,
Right.
no on the rail shooter, like No Man's Sky that Star Fox. You know what I'm saying? Like, let us go in and out of the atmosphere. Let us hop out the ship. All of that. Like, it should be all of that.
We need a new Star Fox similar to Star Fox Assault. Like that can be part of the blueprint. I've been saying this for years now. Like to everyone I thought, I'm like, yo, it was right there. They said, nah, let's do Star Fox 64 on 3DS again or whatever.
Yep.
Just polish around the foot missions, make it less tank movement, please. But yeah, it's right there. You can incorporate as many characters as you want in it.
So do I think it'll show up in this? Man, it'd be so...
No. Do you want it?
Oh, do I want it to? Yeah, I do. But I think it's likely no. I don't. I think it would be so dope because I think that. So there's some games that I think would really show off like how really capable this system is, right? So I think one of them obviously is Metroid Prime, which I think we should probably put on this square. I think Metroid Prime would be there, but we'll save that for the next piece.
That's 100%.
I think Metroid Prime would be one of those. I think that any third party name, insert third party name here, you know what I'm saying? Whether that's Elden Ring, if they sneak in, oh my gosh, if they sneak in Grand Theft Auto 6, I think that necessarily shows that it will get games like recent games more so than the graphical prowess. But like, dang, they get Grand Theft Auto 6, they can probably get anything at that point. And I think Star Fox does a really good job. Just as like we were talking, if you can make it seamless between going through planets and hopping out of the planets on, and not like Starlink, not doing it like Starlink, but like its own Star Fox game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that shows off how capable the hardware is in transitioning, areas and stuff like that. I think that's I think that's a huge seller at that point. But again, man, I feel like they just like Star Fox. We just want to lay you down and put you to bed forever. Just lay here. We'll catch you in the next Smash Brothers. It's okay. It's okay. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Still under ice.
And that's the thing that irritates me. He's always in Smash, but he does like I don't like when you have a featured character in a game and then they don't have a game.
It sucks.
You know what I'm saying?
It sucks.
That's irritating.
I'm sure Ike, not Ike. I'm sure what Mac, I'm sure Lil Mac is feeling some sort of way. Like, boy hasn't been present since Wii. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, put me in the game, son. I'm 2 games out or 2 systems out.
You got indie punch out games now.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's quite a few of them that's probably like Kid Icarus probably feel it more than anybody. You know,
the enhanced like Kid Icarus Uprising.
Yeah,
that'd be the good stuff right there. That would be pretty great. Now, for like wider Nintendo fans, probably not, but
right,
that'd be dope. Be great.
Yeah. So, so get into the Prime 4. Do you think Prime 4 shows up in this April 4th?
Yes. Like 100%. I have never been more sure about anything of this of this Switch 2 Direct. Like, that's the one thing I'm like, it's there no matter what.
The surety of the yes at the simultaneous time.
Yeah, like we're gonna get the big trailer and everyone's gonna be like, "Yo, that Metroid Prime," and it's only gonna sell like 1.5 million or something crazy like that.
Yeah,
1.5 mil or some nonsense. But yeah, jokes aside, yes.
I think that this is like the time. I think Prime 4 is going to sell like crazy. And to be honest with you, if that game is either day and date, if both Mario Kart and Prime 4 are day and date with the Switch 2 coming out, those are the games that's getting bought out the most.
I mean, that would be amazing. I would love that so much because I feel like Prime, even though people, us and others be like, oh, Prime Trilogy is really good. I still feel like a lot of people, some people that say that or whatever, they never really truly played and experienced those games. Like I feel like some people just say, yeah, man, it's dope off the hype of other people. Whatever. Yeah. But I feel like Metroid should get more sales overall. I feel like it should deserve to blow up a bit more, at least to like how Kirby has.
Yeah, I think it's a different take on first person shooters, right? It's not just run up and just be blasting stuff and shooting stuff. It's got the puzzle pieces to it, and the world building is what's probably the best thing about Prime.
So good. The atmosphere, how they just environmental storytelling, it's top tier stuff, man.
Yeah. So especially with a character who once again says nothing.
Right.
She just kind of looks at you and you just like, okay, yep, I got you. Do you understand? Yes, understand. So we got Prime 4. We are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we got 7 left.
Okay.
For our 16.
7 left.
I know. Here's a good question. Do you think? And what up, J Biggs? He said the price was announced during the big blowout reveal. And
right.
then he also said, "I want Wii U Tech demo Twilight Princess." It's not happening. I remember that Wii U Tech demo.
Those are gone along with E3.
Yeah. Do you think that they talk about DLSS?
So like them uttering NVIDIA, like the actual technology, or them calling it like super resolution or their own name for it?
This is a good question because
This is a good
Nintendo never talks about tech.
They don't.
However, in this case,
typically they don't really like to talk about graphic fidelity and stuff like that for like the reasons why you should get the new game. It's usually like a mechanic, a story, a narrative thing for like like the Xenoblades, Fire Emblems, those type.
Okay, wait. Let me bring it back.
Okay.
Because I want to make it tough for you on a yes or a no.
Yeah, it is tough. All right.
So you know how they bring third parties in and they usually like talk about the system, how great it is. Do you think that they talk about DLSS?
When you put it like that, that's I mean, it's, okay. If they do, they're gonna give it their own little cute name, like PlayStation 5 Pro did with the PSSR. They're gonna, if they, you know what? Let's go.
Okay.
New president, new system. Let's get it. Yes, I think they're gonna do something like that. I don't know if Nintendo will, but they'll have someone else
say
it with their game, and they'll say it for like they'll do like a whole what's his name? The one of the main dudes is in the directs. Now I forgot his name. One of the main dudes.
Yeah.
You'll have him, and they'll have like the other person right next to him in the same shot. It could be something like that. Got me in the corner, man. Got me in the corner thinking.
What about you, Vito? How you feeling?
Right. It's not that simple.
It's not simple. It's not simple. Because if I left it at Nintendo, chances are they probably not going to say anything about it. But you know how they always do those sizzle reels with the third party, and they always talk about whatever the trick is, the little tricky stuff. But will they reveal that is the real question.
No.
You don't think so?
We gotta put one on the board, right?
Yeah. So it's
Well, yeah.
Okay. Sure.
I mean, I would say no, but just put just for
okay.
Okay.
Because it was gonna be up to me, and I think it's equally as tough, man.
It is. No, I really think it's a 50-50. Like, I mean, they got tech in there that's gonna boost the image quality. I mean, well, depending on who which studio and team does the work to have it look good, because there are some muddy DLSS implementations or whatever. But since it'll probably be going from like a 720p at lowest, 1080p up, then they could probably make a difference.
Yeah, I think. Oh man.
And they have to communicate that through like a stream that's on YouTube and stuff, so they might be a little compressed there.
Because I can easily see like one of them third party guys being like, we managed to get our to bring blah 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 to the system through DLSS, on some slick stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Be clever.
Yeah, like this has changed the game. It's now in a handheld, and a system like this with the blah 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 produces infinite capabilities. Da 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 da. You know how they like to talk.
Yeah, just dress it all up.
Yeah.
Revolutionary.
right. We've been doing DLSS for a long time, but we've never seen it like this before.
I think for real though, I do think they're gonna have their own term for it. Like with like the Switch One Joy-Con in HD Rumble.
Yeah.
I think, and that's just haptic technology. PS5, they have DualSense. Great next gen haptics or whatever they said. They didn't even give it a name. They just said, "Here you go, controller rumbles." But yeah, maybe I don't know if they'll do like Nintendo LSS or whatever. And
Right. Nintendo
Super Nintendo sampling. I don't know.
Super Nintendo sampling.
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Oh,
Nintendo.
Super resolution.
Right. And LSS. Nintendo LSS.
Yeah. Nintendo L. Yeah. Yeah.
1, 2. Okay.
We should definitely put a yes, just for when it does come up.
Yeah.
And I'll be hyped for it for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, that'll
we
be
called
crazy.
it.
Yeah, that'll be crazy. Hopefully, I don't put it in a square that and it don't show up.
Oh,
like I'm one short.
Oh man, don't put it next to all the like, if however third party just sprinkled, just put it near there. I don't know. That could be anything.
Okay. How about do you think they bring up? And I only brought this up because you just said it. Do you think they bring up HD Rumble again?
Yeah, I can see that as a new feature. Oh no, you don't think so?
I don't
really.
think so. Well, I mean, yeah.
Because of backwards, I think only in the form.
Right. Oh yeah, backward. Oh yeah, that could be part of the backward compatibility talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if they'll do like this is HD Rumble 2 or some kind of like that.
I think they'll leave it as is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because even they didn't like after a while they were just kind of like nobody else.
Yeah.
Is doing it. I guess
they're very subtle with their implementations.
Yeah.
Even Nintendo themselves, like certainly like the Splatoon games have pretty good ones. Like, you can feel like you're, like swimming and stuff like that. You can feel that, but yeah. Oh, I guess I don't know. I mean, I guess so, right? They'd have to. I don't. You know what? I don't see them getting rid of HD Rumble for Switch 2.
I don't think so.
Or not including, or just keeping the same version. I think there might be a better version.
I think they'll just And if it's not a better version, they just moved over all the rest of the HD Rumbles that they had and just put it in.
Yeah, got the same motors or something like that.
Yeah. How about the Pro Controller? Do you think we'll see the Pro Controller in this video?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen the new implementation of the Pro Controller.
You think it's gonna come included?
No, I don't think so at all.
Nope.
They're gonna make you charge. They're gonna charge you another $70 to $80 to buy the Pro Controller separate.
I'm talking about like remember how you said different versions or something like that, or different packets at least. You know what I'm saying? As far as like pricing or something, what if they like sell one with the controller?
Oh, like a version with I don't even know if they did that with the original.
No, it was always
which
separate.
would be something
different.
different.
It was always separate.
Yeah.
It was always separate, But like just to kind of step out and do it something different, you know what I'm saying? What if they offer that? Or, you know what I'm saying, like just having in their minds that, you know what I'm saying, that could be a package. Which I'm curious. I'm always curious. Do they have existing packets like that over like in Japan and stuff? Like, do they have like
they don't ever sell the controllers together. The most that you will get is the Joy. They don't ever sell controllers with the system other than the controllers that they got. Like,
they actually have well, I don't know if they still do it, but I remember a couple of years ago reading about it. They had to in Japan only. They had like a site you can go on and like you can like play kind of like how Xbox has their little
pick
design.
and choose your controllers. Yeah,
choose your colors and they'll just ship it. You pay for it there, whatever, and they'll just ship it to you directly. But I guess since that's like just mainland Japan, they just Nintendo keeps some of the good stuff for their homeland.
Right.
Which we had. But yeah. I think that's all they really do, and I think they just sell everything else separate, like how the rest of the world is.
Okay, but with that being said, kind of to feed off of Vito, do you think there will be multiple showings of Joy-Con colors? Because the only ones we've seen so far is just the blue And
orange.
yeah,
If they have
Well, technically they're black. Then you got that
that's
outline.
true. That's true.
yeah.
If they do the I think if they do 2 SKUs like they did was well, 2 different colors but the same machine like they did with the Switch One, then I could see like technically the second pair will be like black and maybe white inserts or some more, I guess monochrome or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they'll show like 2 other new colors like a green and purple, or I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
think it's only going to be the
Starting
only 2
out.
colors? Okay.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
about you, Vito? Only 2? I think it was only 2 starting off with the original Switch too, wasn't it?
No, they had that.
Yeah, that's
Gray.
what I'm saying. Like it was either gray
Yeah.
Oh, like
and
having
then
the gray.
blue and
Oh, yeah.
blue and red.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. I think they go with
Only
one.
one color. Oh, so everybody gets the blue.
The one they're
and-
doing now, the black with the black with the outlines.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, that they're doing right now. So I don't think it has any other, because like to complicate things like that, and you just trying to have like a nice sleek little look for your launch. I don't think they would have.
So now, honestly, at first I was gonna go with Geronimo's answer and say yes, there's gonna be 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
But however, now that I think about it, the original trailer, the one that we got back in October, actually shows off both colors. So it shows off gray, and then later when they're playing Mario Kart, they're playing with the orange. Yeah. So I
Good point.
think Vito might be right on this one. I think
Actually,
everybody gets one. I'm
100% with you on that. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but that makes total sense. So, yeah, 1 color only.
one color. All right, one
Bet.
color
That's a good look.
Joy-Cons. Okay. Yeah, great for bringing that up, Vito.
Yeah, for real.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We are on number 14, so we literally got 2 left.
Ooh,
Or well, technically 3 left.
Okay.
All right, any final ones? Okay, no, I'm gonna let y'all go.
Okay, of surefire ones that'll be there. Okay, I was gonna throw like the Hail Mary because I think it.
Yeah, give it a Hail Mary.
All right. Well, no, I'll save it for the last one. Depending on what we choose for this one. Okay, what else have we?
Well, we got 3 left. We got 3 left.
Oh,
Yeah,
my bad.
so
I'll do the Hail Mary now.
Yeah, we'll
then.
each do a Hail Mary.
Hollow Knight Silk Song. It's time.
Oh, you gonna steal mine? That's horrible. No, it's horrible. I was gonna use that one.
You were. Oh, I thought you would have picked it up. I'm calling it the Hail Mary.
Oh man, Silk Song shows. Okay.
That would be pretty crazy after all this time. All this.
Yeah.
Will it pop? Will it pop up?
Yeah, that'll be. Oh man, so many people would be so salty.
They would, man. Like, I'm gonna actually open Twitter and look at it that day. I'll be like, well, let's see how everyone views this.
Right. Okay, we got Silk Song. All right, Vito, what's
Silk
your
Song.
Hail Mary?
Actually, I don't got one.
Astrobot. No, I'm kidding.
I can't.
Hey, that'll be nasty.
That'll be
nasty work.
actually be devastating.
That would be nasty.
Oh man, yeah, no, that
I
was,
saw someone mention on the message board. They're like, "Oh, it would be great." It was like in a sales thing. They're like, "Oh, it would be cool if Astrobot was on the Switch too, though, or whatever, because it'll sell way better." And I was like, "That's funny, but what?"
Yeah, that's nasty work.
That would
Somebody
be
get
crazy.
a janitor and clean up. Golly, that'd be horrible. Man, that's not a day that they want to see.
I was joking when I said that. 100% joke. I don't think that's happening at all. That'd be crazy.
Let me see. Let me think of one that'd be kind of crazy out there.
Yeah, what could be?
I'll do the GTA 6.
Okay,
I'll do
that's
GTA 6 /
Okay.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay.
so this is full backwards compatibility, right?
Yeah, that's what they announced,
from
yeah.
almost all games, yes.
Except for like
Okay.
Ring Fit Adventure, the
Ring
exercise.
Fit,
Probably not that. 'Cause
Labo.
that thing is made to fit the Switch One Joy-Con. So
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like Ring
Yeah.
Fit,
Like-
Labo, and like some of the smaller indie titles that aren't gonna get updated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be like a really small amount for sure.
Mhm,
And then if they care, they'll probably be like, "Oh yeah, this one works. Sorry, y'all,"
mhm.
or something like that. Or you
So
just
I
find
say
out
all
one
that.
day, or someone just finds out when they get their Switch 2 day one, they put some relatively obscure anime game, and it just says can't play. Then
Right, right.
well,
What if they
Should've
come
kept
out with
them.
a Yoshi game?
Yoshi? Oh, I would love to see
just
Yoshi
bring
there.
back Yoshi, especially since you mentioned Mario 2's coming out. And remember, at the end of
Oh, yeah.
Mario 2,
He
they
was
had the egg
hinted.
crackers.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh you know what?
That's a good one.
That is actually a good one.
That's
I
a good
feel
one.
like
I need him to come out with another Yoshi's Island game. To be honest with you,
Ooh.
I was about to say I feel like Nintendo, like someone in Nintendo, like in Kyoto or whatever, I think they need to make I feel like Nintendo themselves need to make a new Donkey Kong, like not retro or not, whoever doing a Wii remaster, like a brand new one. I think Nintendo themselves needs to make a new Yoshi.
yeah, yeah.
And then I think it could get
Not
close.
Woolly World, not
was good
Epic
fun.
Yarn. I need an actual Yoshi, not
Epic Yawn.
yeah. I need a real Yoshi. But yeah, so that is our 16. We've got 16 here for you guys. Let me read these comments off from RJ real quick. He said, "I got one, but not in a direct presentation, and more of the throughout the years, and that's Switch 2 haven't updated to." Okay. I'm assuming you're talking about when we were talking about DLSS stuff. And then he said, "But real talk, I'm kind of tired of frame rates." Yes. Talks now. How fun is the game, and what makes it stand out with how it's played hypes me up. Unless the sucker plays like a slideshow, though. Yeah. I feel you. I definitely feel you on that. I really could care less about that stuff, but it's always fun when people try to bring in the extra stuff and they be like, "It can't run. Mm-hmm. Like, can it not? Pretty sure it can. So our 16, we've got our 16 here. Our 16 for our free star will be show off Mario Kart 9. That's practically a given since they just showed it off.
That's the only Switch 2 game we've seen.
Yeah. We have new Monolith IP, and actually, I'm gonna make this one easy. I'm gonna say new Monolith IP / Ninty IP, because I feel like if it isn't Monolith, Nintendo's gonna show off show off some sort of new IP.
For sure.
We have 10 third-party games. 10 third-party games. Nintendo shows off gives us a price point. They give us a release date. They also give us a gimmick of some kind, whether that's control or screen, whatever. We're gonna get some sort of quirk. Only one model is mentioned. Zelda gets shown in the form of BCB, backwards compatibility.
I'm gonna jot that down just because I like the acronym.
That sounds very crazy.
No, it's SandStorm's energy. Like the BCB. I'm like, okay, I feel compelled to believe in it. Like, I'm actually gonna jot that down because I just like the energy behind it.
Backwards compatibility boost. BCB.
Oh man, why should be something close to that? That'd be kind of fun.
That'd be so silly.
Like, all right, we now know whose uncle works at Nintendo at last. I'm gonna let you continue.
All right, so we've got Prime 4 being shown off. Mm-hmm. We've got DLSS talk in some form or capacity. Mm-hmm. We've got HD Rumble coming back. We've got the Pro Controller being shown off. We've got one Joy-Con SKU show. We have, and then our big ones, we have Silksong shows. We have GTA 6 / Red Dead Redemption 2 shows. And then we also have a Yoshi game. These are really good ones. I really like that.
That Yoshi one, are you just going to keep that list between us? Or are you going to post it somewhere?
I will post it actually on Twitter. Okay. So everybody can check it out.
Okay.
That's gonna be our price point. Our price points. That's gonna be our points for the show. I may even actually hand it out to all the Winging It podcast guys too, as well, and see if they want to edit or elaborate on any of those. So some of them may stay, some of them might change just ever so slightly, but but definitely the three of them at the bottom is definitely staying.
Facts.
So with that being said, we're gonna have a great time. Y'all already heard what's at stake. Y'all heard what's at stake?
Yeah, indeed.
SandStorm pays me $10.
But then I get to say I was right and I won.
Oh man, that's priceless. All right, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. It's gonna be a good one.
No, he's gonna pay me $10 if I win.
Oh, okay.
I would be paying you $10 either way.
All right, it's like the cash app suddenly.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, I'm getting the 10. You know what I'm saying? That's how you negotiate. You know what I'm saying?
So with that being said, we are on our last piece for today, which is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive. Oh, you gotta go now? Oh, you were supposed to give me the 15.
I thought I did.
No.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Man.
My bad.
Oh, dang.
What?
My bad.
Man.
Okay.
My bad.
Well, can you stay long enough to see this trailer and then just give me your feedback? Okay, cool.
Right.
So we've got this last trailer, which is the Xenoblade Chronicles X final trailer. I'm pretty sure we haven't checked this, even though it was about 2 weeks ago. But it kind of brings up a great topic. So here we go for the Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition overview trailer.
Releasing hatch.
Tongue.
Please stand clear.
Let's go,
Hey
J
there.
Biggs.
Looks like you're all in one piece. You don't even remember your own name? Rescued from your stasis pod, you are one of the
Charlie.
few surviving members of humanity.
I'm naming my dude Charlie. Charlie.
A casualty of an intergalactic war between alien races, Earth has been annihilated. In search of a new home, the remnants of humanity crash land on a mysterious planet known as Mira.
Oh,
This
that
sprawling,
song.
untamed alien world is home to diverse biomes and inhabited by ferocious wildlife of all sizes. With Earth lost, the remaining survivors must
Stegosaurus.
establish a new home on Mira
A whole
to
new different
ensure
planet.
humanity's survival.
It's a big cockroach.
Welcome to New Los
The
Angeles.
music, bro.
A city built from the remains of the ship and your
Can't wait
base
for
of
the videos.
operations. The city is divided into districts, including commercial, industrial, and residential. It's also home to all kinds of people. Here, you can obtain protective gear and powerful weapons that'll aid your exploration.
Ooh.
The planet's creatures might not take
Here we
kindly
go.
to trespassers.
Mhm.
I forgot how much they showed in this
In
trailer.
battle,
Just
you'll
I know,
fight
they
with
give you
normal
quite a
attacks,
bit.
as well as special moves called arts.
Flame
Shoot it.
grenade. Oh
Shoot it.
man.
When allies
I
call
might
out
install it
to
for a game I
battle,
played. Dude. Great.
use a corresponding art that matches their call
Shoot
to
it.
support one another.
Those enemies are hilarious just because of their design.
Yeah.
By fulfilling certain conditions, you can engage overdrive, allowing you to dish out multiple arts in a row to deal massive damage.
Boy was going crazy.
Mhm. Hey.
Yeah.
Once you obtain a license, you can use Scouts. Powerful, armored vehicles developed by humanity.
Next.
Pilot your Skell to explore
Whee!
the furthest reaches
Yeah,
of
that
Mira
transition just
It's
going
so
to
clean.
drive mode.
and
Fire.
as a fierce weapon in combat. There are multiple types of Skells, and they can be customized to suit your preferred
that white
combat
Skell.
style.
Yeah, that was
Man,
clean.
that's actually one of the new ones.
Yeah. I wonder if that's the jet one. Oh, this one. Yep.
There it is. Yep.
Wow. My man's hit him with the Buster Cannon. Buster Cannon.
The residents of New Los Angeles will seek your help with various requests and errands. Lend a hand to earn rewards and strengthen your relationships with your fellow citizens.
More games need to do
Doing
this.
so may
To be
unlock
honest
new
with you.
missions.
For real.
Once again,
Have the
we should have wing
relationship
strength.
piece so you know who is who and who's related to
Or
who.
add new allies to
Exactly.
the party.
Excellent. Let us set out immediately.
Plus, you can hop online to team up with other players near
Excellent.
and far.
Vito, if you want to run, my guy, just
to
tell me.
32
Just tell
players
me
can
who
join
we
a
are.
squad
Just tell me.
in which you'll
Just
work
tell me
together
what
to
squad we
complete
about to be a
tasks
part
such
of.
as
That's the
collecting
one
a
thing I'm
certain
looking
number of
forward to.
items, or felling specific
Yay, sir.
Your
Sir
individual
Tom-
contributions
Sir Tom
will
Square
count
knows.
towards the squad's goals.
Buster
Also,
Cannon.
up to 4 squad members can team up in online co-op to face off against powerful foes.
Let's see him chew on this. Look at that.
Oh man.
Humanity is a blight, a great cancer festering on the cosmos. Words are but wind, and yours rattle loudly. In this harsh land, only strength holds meaning.
Our survival as a species hinges on your efforts. Elma, we need your help.
I don't remember this
We
thing.
threatened them.
We didn't blow up their planet.
Our people don't have
like
any
a-
reason to fight each other.
About halfway.
here to purge the universe of your disease once and for all.
Enough of your talk. Enough of the pain you've caused the universe. The only agony would be suffering you any longer. Fight for humanity's survival in the Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition game. Available March 20th on the Nintendo Switch system. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Sheesh.
Plus,
Oh,
a
whoa,
brand new story has been added.
Fine.
Disappeared? What do you mean? What do we know about him?
oh, what is this?
Let it all out. We earned a big tearful reunion.
Yeah,
Mira disappearing.
I
The
agree.
ghost's arrival.
Wow.
Even the Ares. The dots all join up. It's connected.
Actually, Harry looks amazing.
Again?
I can't. Well, I can't.
How much longer do we gotta keep fighting?
Can't wait, man. I mean, I don't even know when I'll get to that new content like that, but
Yeah. That's- Okay, Vito. It's finally done. So you got to see like pretty much all aspects of the game. I don't know if you have like any last minute questions or anything like that, but how you feeling so far?
Oh, this is cool. Like I said, I've seen this trailer before. I think we actually watched it here
Okay.
too as well.
That's what I
don't
thought.
know.
Oh, really?
But I know I've seen it before. Yeah. So, but no, it's definitely like I said, I didn't play it on the
Mhm.
Wii U, so definitely want to gander in it, especially since you know what I'm saying when I had the Wii U, it was like, come on, get that Chronicles.
Yeah.
And, you know, the breakup
Yeah,
happened and
yeah.
all that. So, I didn't get to it, but you know what I'm saying, this will be a chance to get to
Yeah.
it.
it's been
I'm
better. Yeah.
This is another one of those times. I think this comes in the same light of when you got Tears of the Kingdom, and I was like, oh, you got to get Tears of the Kingdom. You got to get Tears of the Kingdom. You're like, and then one day you was just like, So I got Tears of the Kingdom. I'm like, yes, yes, he's
At
in
last.
there. He's got the Tears of the Kingdom part.
There was only two factors. There was only two factors. I wasn't gonna buy it. But it was only two factors. The fact that Star Wars was acting crazy.
Oh, right.
And then I was like, dang, I want to play something. You know, I was been hyped about this Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? I want to play something. Well, I mean, you know, Noto and SandStorm both kind of, you know what I'm saying, try to talk their nose off to me. So, you know what I'm saying? Let me see what this is about. And plus, I mean, we already watched the trailer, so I already knew like what I was getting myself into as far as some of the new features and all this other stuff. So, I mean, I jumped into it like right away. You know what I mean? Like that first like practice, the sky temple stuff or whatever when you first come in and stuff like that. Like I already knew what was going on. I think what took me aback is definitely when I started exploring, when I finally dropped. I was like, oh snap. So I feel like it'll be the same type of. I think it'll be the same type of thing here. You know what I'm saying? Like once I start exploring or doing this, doing that, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, oh snap, this is crazy, especially with the mechs and stuff.
I think too what's going like this. This may be like the first time in a while we've played like a because it's not like all the way through like co-op, but I feel like I'm you know like I'm gonna hit you up like day one, like all right, bro. Because there's factions like when you jump in, you get it's more or less a squad. You know what I'm saying? And you get to pick what squad. I'm like, yo, Vito, what squad did you pick? I have a feeling. I'm not even going to tell you what it is, but I have a feeling I know which squad you're gonna pick. But like I'm like, all right, which squad you pick? I'm gonna pick the same squad. We're gonna squad. We're gonna squad up. We're gonna go ahead and handle this. And then like. You can literally play with the person that you know, like in your friends group in this game. So like I think that's gonna I think there's gonna be quite a lot of missions where I'm like, yo, Vito, just hey, just come squat up with me real quick. Let's go handle these fools. You know, they acting a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I will say this too. I actually have never played online with somebody else in this game. Usually, I played the whole game solo by myself. Not to say that I didn't want to play with somebody else, but I never had like another friend during that time to like. I would rather play with a friend in this type of game than like some random person. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's dope. Geronimo said he's gonna get it, so you know we can get a squad of 3 real quick. You know, just
Best Buy gonna see me Thursday morning. As soon as they open, I'll be there. You should know why I'm here.
Yeah,
right. You know why I'm here.
He'll be like, "What?
Look, you gotta have a serious look like this. Look, you like, you know why?
Yeah, got the emphasis with the glasses. Just tilt them down.
They be like, what brings you here today, sir? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what you're talking. Don't play with me. You know what today is. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. You know what today is. Don't know. You don't go back there and pick up my pre-order.
Right.
Oh yes, Mr. Geronimo. I'm sorry, Mr. Geronimo. Absolutely.
Just walking backwards.
hey, hit him with the. Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I? Why else would I be here at 10:30 in the morning?
I'll get this whole mother store shut down if you don't get me in there.
Nobody else in here. It's the only reason why I'm here.
Wait till that old lady walk by with her bag full of stuff and smack it down on the ground. Ain't nobody getting in front of the line.
Nobody.
Oh
god.
Sorry, ladies.
But the only bad thing about picking it up in the morning is that the K's gonna be staring at me all day at work. I'll be like,
oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. So.
True. Just take a Switch with you so you can be like.
Just go through. Let me create my character first.
J Biggs, absolutely. I will. I'll actually put my friend code on Twitter as public. So If anybody wants to
Mhm.
add and play during the times that I actually have availability, but if anybody wants to add or sees me online, they're more than welcome to play. And yeah, we can definitely squad up and handle some monsters or some villains or some aliens. Because that game is great, man. That game is great. Just the aesthetics, every piece of that game, and this is Monolith. I think this is probably the best Monolith game to me outside of
my second
Breath of the
favorite.
Wild.
I like 3. Well, I guess if there's Xenoblades, 3 is my favorite, and then X is my second favorite. And then like 1 and 2, they're like they got different strengths.
They're so close.
They're
yeah,
really close. Like they have things that I really love in each one, and some that I'm like it could be better. And 3 is like the overall best package. And next, that world, man. Anyway, we're almost there. I'm not even. We're almost there. I'm not even gonna go on.
All right, Vito. I know you're pressed for time, but thank you so much for coming through, bro. I'll give all the information about Vitoverse. So, yeah. All right. See you later.
Peace.
So, let's see. Squared said, to the newcomers that play Xenoblade Chronicles 1, I always hope they don't see the name of Global Nemesis in the trailer, so it's kind of a spoiler.
I know what he's talking about, and I agree.
Is it the one that starts with T?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, yeah. Because if it works exactly like how it did even when I was playing the Wii U version, it was like not even a dozen people in one squad at one time online playing. It would pop up sometimes, and I heard that some of the people that did the online, they found a way to like hack it or something out.
Okay.
Because materials, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll change. They've done some work on it since then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll add you, J-Biggs.
Yeah, I'll add you too as well. If my Switch was actually over here. Oh, it's on.
I might be able to post in the chat right now. If the Nintendo app on the phone lets you look at it.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. Let me see.
I haven't opened this app in months. Like the last time I was when I was playing Splatoon 3 a lot. Yes, it does. It
does?
It does.
Okay.
I'll drop mine. yeah, Certain Square. Yep. That was pretty surprising to see myself, because before I played that, I had only played Xenoblade Chronicles 1 Definitive Edition on the Switch. And at that point, what was it? I forgot. It was something in 2021. Something told me, it was like, you know what? They're not going to bring X to the Switch.
Yeah.
And I just went on eBay, and the rest was history. But yeah.
I think on the Winging It podcast, we kept saying, because how much it utilizes the second screen, just the likeliness of it happening wasn't really high.
I don't really think that was ever anything to like hold it back. Personally, because I remember even from like the Splatoon 2 release, it was only like just 2 years. And a lot of the folks on like the Wii U one I was like in the community playing with, some were like, oh, how are they going to adapt certain things to, just one screen? I'm like, they could just bring up a pop-up menu.
Yeah.
And it probably works out a bit better here, because in Splatoon, it's fast-paced, like at all times.
Yeah.
In this, everything was on screen for battles, from what I remember. But as far as like all the management stuff you do and whatnot, that was helpful. But so far, it seems that they found a way. As long as it's not something you have to pop in and out of a bunch of times, or if it's really snappy, then I think it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
As long as it's a really snappy in and out menu system, then I think we're good.
Dang, I'm trying to look. Where did you find your code at?
Oh, so when you're in the NSO app on the phone, on the top right, you have your picture, and then it'll have like a little square with your name, and it'll show friend code.
Oh, that's why, because I don't have the NSO app.
Oh man. Well, honestly, you don't really need it if it's only good for like Splatoon games, and I guess maybe Animal Crossing.
Okay.
Other than that, it's really not. It has the voice chat, but
Okay.
that voice chat on the mobile, 8 years later, still annoys me. But hey, it's not integral to many things, so it's not much to think about.
I'll add you later, J Biggs, and whoever else puts theirs
I'll
on
add you
there.
up too.
Yeah, that way you guys have ours, so we can run with you guys.
Yup.
So yeah, but yeah, this game is crazy. Just how well it was put together. The story, the world building of the game. To be honest with you, as a matter of fact, y'all listening to this, I can't play it because if I play it, then I'll get some sort of strike as usual. But the music on this game is like top tier. It is top tier, man. Just the different worlds that play. I'm actually kind of surprised that it's not in the music app yet. So maybe it'll come out right afterwards.
Travesty. I don't know. They really need to get the Xenoblade soundtracks on there. I don't know. It's because like I think Monolith Soft they handled their music stuff a bit separate from
Nintendo.
Separate from Nintendo. Yeah, separate from Nintendo. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I don't know. I have no clue. But I would love for all those to be on there. But extra for sure.
Yeah, because some of that music is actually good sleepy music. To be honest with you.
Especially early on some parts.
Yeah. So this is not to give out too many spoilers because we're talking about stuff that's specifically for the beginning part. But what way, as far as your classes go, which way do you usually go first?
See, I started out with I think the standard one, and kept going to the rifles and the swords. That was that class. That's how I learned the overdrive mechanic too. I had to look it up because the Wii U menu version, which is like, here are the colors, you do this and have fun. It's like that's halfway, but they're doing a better job explaining stuff now. And then later on, I kind of messed with what was the other class? I'm really bad with the name of the classes, except for Full Metal Jaguar, because that's Elma's class.
Yeah.
But I did use a class that had one of the energy cannons. Cannon. It was like that one.
Is it the one that's got like the two that like sit above you that kind of
not hover? That one, but I do want to mess with that one for sure. It's the one where it's like a big gun. It shoots one laser, or it either shoots like shots, individual shots, or you can shoot a big laser from it.
Yeah,
it's that one. I think
it either shoots one depending on like the gun, or it shoots three of them, and then you got to reload.
Yeah,
and then it has like it has a. It always reminds me of Ghostbusters, like the Ghostbuster beam.
Oh, the sine wave thing. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. That's the one I'm thinking. That beam. Yeah, I forgot what that class is called. That's why I got hooked the Wii U up and double check refresh my memory on certain things. But I do want to start with one of those classes, just because something different and go through part of the game with that. Maybe mess around with one of the. Actually, there is one class I remember, but I won't mention it here. But it's one of the ones where you use the knife and you can like kind of make them do certain things. I remember there's that class. I might mess around with that one too. But for sure, the one with the big energy one, the energy gun. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm because I think one of the classes is the something to deal with samurai. But it's along the lines of the sword, the buster, or whatever kind of sword it is.
Oh, there is another class that had that and something else. I mean, once you unlock everything, you can kind of play around with any of the arts. That's the beauty of this game.
Yeah.
Right on time.
Yeah, right on time. Actually, not right on time, because we're not staying for that much longer. So if you need to get whatever you need to get out, you go ahead and spit it out as much as you can.
Copy and paste from the same notepad.
Right.
Yeah.
Nintendo users mostly buy Zelda. It's funny because he's not a Nintendo user. We didn't have actually. So let me catch you up on Risky. So some things some things that we've actually found out about Risky, right?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I feel like I won't be surprised, but I'm
let
curious.
me give y'all the update. I am so glad that all of y'all are here. Squared, J Biggs, Exodia, Geronimo, of course, RJ. Let me update y'all on our man's Exodia, or on our man's Risky. So Risky is doing all this talking, right? He's doing all these talking about all these numbers, just saying whatever he feels that he needs to say. Nintendo users mostly buy Zelda, Pokemon, and Mario and nothing else, right? And every time we seem to get on Risky, right, what is the first thing he does? He likes to say, I love Nintendo. I'm a Nintendo fan, blah, 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 blah. But guess what I found out? Hold on. Let me give him the Papa Doc treatment.
Oh boy.
Let me give her the Papa Doc treatment. So me and my great logic have realized that not only Risky loves to talk about how anybody who has more than one system is considered rich, and so he doesn't have money for multiple systems, right?
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, so we got on Twitter and we were talking, and both me and Nintendo Prime were talking to him about how he didn't even own, not only did he not own a Nintendo Switch, but this man also did not own a PlayStation 5, right?
What a shock.
So Risky finally shows off his beautiful PlayStation 5. But if you lose logic, Risky is a PlayStation owner, right? He's owned all the PlayStations, which tells me that Risky has never played a Nintendo game out from N64 all the way to the Switch.
You know what, Sandstorm? It all adds up. Like, I mean, look, even before when I was active on Twitter, this talk is like, it's like the same talking points that everyone regurgitates. It's like, I've seen it all. Like, it's almost, it's predictable. So I'm like, all right. I know you ain't playing Nintendo games, or at least not on Nintendo hardware. You might be like, yo, I love playing it on my emulator, and show a screenshot.
Oh no, he already let us know he doesn't emulate any games either. So
no emulation.
Nope, he has never played Zelda 64. He's never played Mario 64. He's never played any Mario Karts. He has never played Breath of the Wild, which is his picture on Twitter. This man has never played any of these games. You faking. You phony. You ain't played none of these games.
Bro's a fan of, okay.
Right, here we go.
Anyone can type those 3 words.
Right.
But anyone that knows English language, has a keyboard, hands and fingers, can type that right now.
I love Nintendo,
years.
but this man has never picked up a Nintendo console. Never picked up a Nintendo console.
None of this surprises me. Like, cause it's all old talking stuff from like trolls on like Doctor 81 videos in 2018 would say, and it's like,
right. He'll be talking about how Mario didn't sell as well. Bro, you ain't even play Mario. You ain't never played a Mario. The last time you played Mario, he was on 2D screen. Bro. Like, you ain't never played a Mario.
Nintendo's never been as good as this.
Right.
Super Mario Brothers 1, like.
He's talking about all these games. He ain't never played a single one of them.
J Biggs, wow. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I can just read the tone. Like, wow. Like, nearly 30 years without playing Nintendo. Tis.
See, look at this.
All right,
you're a joke.
Yeah, man, you a bot, man.
You're
he to me, you're just a bot. Like, that's really all it is to me.
Yeah.
You just say the same stuff other Twitter people be repeating, for likes or whatever. I'm not even like
Yeah.
I really wish I because you still pop up from week to week, Risky. I really wish you would at least just be 100 and just say that you 100% play PlayStation and you 100% don't play Nintendo. Like, don't fake the funk, man. don't just be out here Colin Kaepernick. Like, don't cap out here like constantly. I'll have way more respect for a person. Like, I'll be okay. You're a fanboy. You're this and the other, but at least you being straightforward and genuine with it, so I can know where you're coming from at all times.
He ain't played it. He ain't never played. Not never. This man ain't touched a Wii ever.
That's crazy. He said he looked at Wii Sports. Everyone's like, yo, this looks fun to this. He said, nah. I'm going to go get my $600 PS3.
Right. Guys, you want to play this PS3? It's $600.
2006.
Right.
You know, we all trying to get our turn playing Wii Bowling, though.
Yes. Like, you're a clown, Risky. We didn't take you serious before, but now we definitely can't take you serious. Like, I don't think you know what the word fanboy is. You've never even owned a Nintendo system. You have never owned a Nintendo system, my guy. Not since Super Nintendo. I know these. This is fact.
Nuts.
This is fact.
It's how you're talking, man. It's all vague things that are like common in YouTube comments on Digital Foundry, man. Like, or at least the ones that are like the furthest down. Muhammad. Oh yeah, Muhammad. Yeah, he was an Xbox for sure.
Yeah,
that's funny. I haven't seen that person in forever, but I'm aware.
He's all over the Joe podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh well.
Square said I might as well say I'm a Google Stadia fanboy despite not touching it. Yeah, that's him.
Man, that's good.
That's him. You can't even throw any like insults. Like, stay mad. I'm just laughing at you.
How are we mad? Like, we just calling it what it is. Like,
you have
stay mad. That's the I lost and I'm flailing in the water to fight back type talk. Stay mad. Like, come on, man. I've been seeing internet stuff since the early 2000s, bro. Like, I've seen how everything has progressed to now. I've seen Game Facts, insider forums, pre-social media talk. Like,
man, this dude.
Old YouTube comments. You can reply to other people's YouTube videos with your response.
This is
who would have guessed? Exactly, Exilius. Exactly.
He said, "Who would have guessed?" Right. Risky is a straight fraud. He out here fraudulent charges. Fraudulent charges.
It's wild because like I just knew, but I didn't really want to say it because I was like, okay, no one else saying it. You're not saying the SandStorm, so I'll keep the peace. But man,
oh my gosh! If I could find the song, I'll play it for you.
This dude trying to talk like I'm a walking salesperson. I'm a TurboGrafx 16 fanboy, but I've played one since 1996. AJ Biggs, hey, look. What was that game? Bonk's Adventure, or the caveman kid with the big old noggin. Was that TurboGrafx or was that Neo Geo? I forgot. It was one of those. But you could just say, "Yo, Bonk is my favorite platformer ever." Man. Anyway,
wild.
Sad seeing Nintendo crumbling like this. Like, is this AI? Like, what?
Hold on. We got you right here. You only get 2 seconds of this.
Oh, yo, hit him with the Jada kiss.
He's phony. She's fake. That's the type of people I hate.
Who's real? That is so good. He identifies a Nintendo fan.
Yeah.
Bonk was okay. I was right. I was right. By copying 3D Mario for real. I love Astrobot. We gotta keep it $150.
Astrobot is a good
All
game.
them bosses, very familiar mechanics by another company. I'm just saying. Boss, we have to defeat them with their hands.
Wonder
there's there's at least half a dozen Nintendo IPs that have their own version of it. Like, even Splatoon got their own version of it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wonder where they got all that from.
At the end of the day, though, Sandstorm Risky is still your #1 fan on here.
Yeah, I know.
He shows
I
up.
know.
He's very active in the comment and in the chat.
You do a great job,
Even-
Risky, but I had to call you out like it is, man.
Yeah.
You ain't real. You ain't keeping it real. What you doing in here?
Something you could be proud of, something that you could feel. The old school Lupe, man. Anyway.
So
funny.
That is all we have for this week so far. I really appreciate you coming through, Geronimo, as well as the co-host Trey Vito. Before we get up out of here, Geronimo, what you got for us, man?
Again, yeah, always glad to be here. I don't see myself not being here for the any other Saturdays or whichever, or throughout the evening. Anytime soon. I don't think so, but yeah. Yeah, I also do YouTube stuff as well. I'm still kind of thinking of what streams to do, like, because I did a couple of Monster Hunter Wild streams, but I don't know about a full schedule yet. Whenever I figure it out and come to a true conclusion, I'll probably make a new channel update video, which I think I'm gonna do one around springtime for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna be working on, since we're getting close to that Switch 2 Direct, definitely gonna be working on some leading up to Switch 2 stuff. Like, I think I'm gonna do a video going over that 2017 Switch presentation, refresh, getting the mood, refresh the memory,
hype up. Yeah.
the hype up, look back in a sense too. And I'll see about having it up on Wednesday for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
So for the Sandstorm show, no. Let's go to Vitoverse. So Vito came back with his latest video. If you haven't gotten a chance to check it out, I know you guys have probably seen it on the thumbnail here on the Sandstorm show, but we also really would like you to go over to Trey Vito's channel as well to check that out. I'm not even going to give you the whole full content of what we talked about, but there was a lot of conversation. We did have a few trailers there to check out as well. We did talk a little bit about Kathleen Kennedy and the whole Star Wars situation. So make sure you go over there and check that out and give your comments and thoughts about Kathleen Kennedy stepping down from the Star Wars. Disney obviously made her do that. And obviously here, make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Tomorrow we have the Winging It podcast at 7 o'clock. I should be there for all intents and purposes. I should be there. And then on Monday we have the Jill podcast at 7 o'clock as well, which we'll probably throw in more thoughts, our final thoughts or whatever about Switch 2 and what we expect to see at the presentation. If you haven't gotten a chance to go over there, it's on Terminator Juice's podcast. Make sure you go over there, subscribe to everybody. Geronimo, Trey Vito, Notica Yui, which this coming Friday we will have a Noonami, Winging It podcast, the Jill podcast, and all the affiliates over there. And we are also in BIPOC month,
right?
Which is the Streamer Awards. So throw the Sandstorm a bone. Throw the Sandstorm show a bone, and hopefully we can get in there. The Winging It podcast was in there last year, so definitely make sure you put your votes in for all of your favorite streamers as well as us too, because it always helps the channel.
Do it.
In a few weeks, we will be back on Nintendo Prime. I think the week following the April Direct. So we will kind of get our thoughts out as well there. So make sure you show up for that. Other than that, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe and hit the like button. It helps us all out to know that we are doing a great job as we continue growing the channel. I think we are at 83 or 85 subs. So we're moving back into that 100 piece.
Let's get to that 100. Let's get back to that 100.
Yes. We are doing a giveaway as well. So if you want to be a part of the giveaway, you do have to be a subscriber for the giveaway, and the giveaway is huge. So make sure you are a subscriber. Other than that, we will see you guys later.
We out of here.